block people if they're blocked and if she has them as a topic. So my thing is, if you either you unblock them or don't talk about them. That's where the respect level comes in at. You unblock them or do not have a conversation about them at all. Like, that is where the respect will come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't possibly be like, oh, I'm going to talk about, you, and I'm still have you blocked. And I can talk about whoever I want to talk about. You know, true, but you can't then expect a level of respect from that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my 2 cents. In that, once we get to the live go, y'all can come up and y'all can say y'all 2 cents. But that's just my perspective. It's not a fact. It's an opinion. That's how I move. I don't block people, right? You have to really do something egregious for me to block you, and even then, I probably won't keep you blocked, right? That's just how I run my platform. The only people that probably will get blocked on my platform are trolls. People that ain't gonna come in the box, ain't gonna never show who they are anyway, right? That's probably the people that will get blocked on my page. I agree to each his own. That's why I say this is me. This is my opinion. This is not set in stone as a fact. Okay? That's just how I move. You know what I'm saying? Queen Lee, I'm not telling nobody how to run a platform. Why you getting so defensive? I don't know why you typing me in all caps. Because I'm not telling nobody how to run a platform. I'm saying this is me and my opinion in my perspective. I can't tell nobody shit. But what I can do is give my opinion as a larger creator that has been successful on this platform, that there are ways that you run it and ways that you shouldn't. If you want to remain successful and you want to remain and keep a level of respect, there's a way that you have to move on this app, regardless of what you feel, because you like a person or not. The problem is, y'all like a person and can't tell them the truth. Y'all don't know how to remove your feelings from the actual fact. And that's why I feel like y'all are horrible friends and horrible supporters in that sense, because you're not honest with your people because you like them. You know what I'm saying? Be real and 100 with a person, whether they like it or not. And y'all don't know how to do that because you're in your feelings. I don't care about your feelings. This is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like it. I didn't say this was fact. But as a creator that's been on this app for a very long time, that's the game that you don't play. You don't bring up nobody else and have them blocked. You know what I'm saying? It's a coward move. I don't care what. Now that right there is cowardly. If you got somebody blocked, you know what I'm saying? Honey, and then you still want to have them up for a conversation, that's a coward move. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm not going to talk about anybody that is that I got blocked. And y'all saying they do it to her. They don't have accountability court. That's the problem. Right, Mimi, you can block them and don't talk about them. Get my point. If you're going to block them, don't have them up for discussion. Like, y'all are not getting that. You get what I'm saying? You can block whoever you want. But if you block them, that means you don't want to have a conversation with them. So don't then discuss them. Let them be. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just it. Like, that's it. That's all. And if you're saying that they do it to her, but they don't have accountability court. You can't be a tit for tat person and you say you stand out from the rest, right? If I'm saying I stand out from the rest, I have to show that by example. I can't move like y'all move because y'all move this way. Understand? Just because y'all move a certain kind of way, I can't then start moving that way, because that takes the authenticity, whatever, how you say it. It takes the realness out of it. It takes the separation out of it. It makes me now the purpose of my show if I'm still blending in with y'all. So again, if you are to sit here and say, I block T and talk about T, that don't mean T gonna block you and talk about you, because at the end of the day, T ain't you. So y'all can't then say she can do how she want to do it and then say, but they do it too. Pick a side. You know what I'm saying? Either you stand out or you stand in line. Which one you gonna do? And y'all can feel however y'all want to feel about it, but that's the truth.
What have I done?
Come on, baby. Stand up. run your show how you want to, but then don't. I'm just saying, run your show how you want to, but receipts only. You ain't Bella and you ain't got no show, so it's easy for y'all to tell people whatever. And at the end of the day, y'all the ones that ain't got no show. Y'all the ones that ain't got no platform. Y'all the ones that's hiding behind fake pages, telling somebody what they should do. You get what I'm saying? Like, it is funny to me. Because y'all ain't got no platform. So it's the ones that ain't never had a platform or ran a platform, be so quick to tell you what to do. Stop. Get up. Come on. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It be the people that can't even come as their real self. You know what I'm saying? That's it. No, he ain't say nothing wrong. I'm saying people that don't have platforms be the first people to say what you should and shouldn't do. And they've never ran a platform. Ever. They don't even know how it feels to press the live button. Who telling who what to do? I would love to know who telling who what to do at this point.
That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool.
I'm just trying to figure out who telling who what to do.
That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Queen.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
I'm just trying to figure out. I'm not personalizing anything. I'm telling y'all about growth and your feedback about helping somebody grow as a person. A lot of y'all don't want to grow or see somebody grow. What?
Give me the big towel.
I don't. You took it. You made it wet. Hold on. Let me put some lotion on you.
For the one big
So I don't know. I don't know what to say. If y'all feel like it's okay to block people and talk about them, then that's what y'all feel like. Me personally, I don't feel like it's cool. I don't feel like it's cool to say I'm going to run a show. I'm going to hold people accountable, which is why she's changing the name. I get that. Which is why she's changing the premises of it. I get that. Now, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're going to now change the name. You're not going to be accountability court anymore. So, now you just going to be another recap page. And that's... Right, I heard you ask, Sophia, and it was true. I don't have one, Samir. Her off the app, though. That's the thing that y'all not seeing. She's staying on the app. She's just changing. Okay, so let me bring it to you like this. This isn't about anybody bullying off the app. This is about being prideful and stubborn. Let me just break it down to you. If you saying people want to see me be accountable, do it again. I'm gonna pop you. It ain't no big one. Go look. Go look in there and see. Oh, y'all. Nobody can get bullied off this platform. Nobody. But you have a choice as a creator. You either gonna fold, you know what I'm saying, or you gonna fall in line. Or, you know what I'm saying, or you gonna stand out and you gonna do exactly what the fuck you wanna do. In my opinion, this is a pure case of being prideful. This is a pure case of being prideful and not saying, I don't want to be accountable. I don't want to stand on business. So I'm going to fall into a recap page. Now you going to change your whole platform. I ain't mean to invite nobody. Now you going to change your whole platform and fall in line with everybody else instead of just saying, no, I'm going to stand out. I'm going to continue to stand out. I'm going to continue to, stop asking me why Queen Jewel hating on me, Beverly. I don't know and I don't care. Quit asking me dumbass questions. I don't care about why nobody hating on me. I already told you I don't care. Why would you keep asking me the same question? You get annoying sometimes, dude. Like, asking me why another person hating on me. Ask that person why they hating on me. Why you asking me? What's wrong with you? Go on somewhere. Now you will get blocked. Keep asking me why somebody hating on me. Ask them. your weird self. Not being a weirdo. Stop. Let me see. I'm not gonna hit your knee. Yeah, messy. And it's always a messy white woman and black people mess. Always a messy white woman.
So,
Ask yourself why you worried about two black women beef. Ask yourself that. Because I ain't talking to you about it. It is, though. You going to keep asking me the same question in the comments. I didn't answer it once and you going to keep asking it. You about to go to bed.
no, I didn't. You did.
But yeah, I don't know. Once we get to the live go, I can open up the panel. Y'all can say what y'all feel is happening. But in my opinion, I just think that this is a bad move. But again, you could do what you want to do. Because people are going to support you. If they fuck with you, they fuck with you, right? So people ain't going to stop messing with you. So I ain't trying to tussle with nobody today. Because y'all been tussling enough for the next week. No, Beverly, it is a need to be racial because it's true. It's no reason for you. You're a white tea woman and you always in black people business. It's sometimes y'all need to back up and know when it's your place to step in or not. First of all, you're continuing to come up in my live asking me why somebody has an issue with me. You ask that person. You don't ask me why a person has an issue with me. I'm not talking about that person. So the first thing you're doing is you're derailing my conversation. The second thing you're doing is you're in our business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Ain't no other person in the comments asking me about Queen Jewel but you. And as a YT woman up in our business, I feel like sometimes y'all need to know y'all lane. Come into space and sometimes you need to know when to speak and when not to. And this is a time when you ain't got no business inserting yourself into this situation. Stay your ass where you belong. What's wrong with you being messy? A lot. Go do that in your space. Go find some white women to play with. Like you literally asked me and I told you I don't know. And you asked me again. I answered your question the first time. No, you're not wearing those. You're not wearing those. Put these ones on.
But those are not.
Yes, they are. You just put them on. Or put those ones. Who you talking to, Sweet C? Ocean, who you talking to? About the same day and the same numbers. Are you talking to me? Are you asking me the question? Or are you replying to somebody? Mistakes. You ain't hurt nobody's feelings talking about asking me to smile. I'm not opening up the panel until we get the gift goal up, y'all. No, you're not welcome in here when you keeping a mess. You're sure not. I done said this before to white women. I done said this before often in my platform when it comes to white women. A lot of times, y'all need to learn when to insert yourself and when not to. This is not my first time saying it, and it won't be my last. A lot of y'all need to learn when to stand down. Period. And if you can't learn to do that, no, you're not welcome in here. You can remove yourself from the platform. If you don't know how to decipher, that's on you. Okay, Oshun. That's completely on you. I said what I said. That's it. That's all. But you can remove yourself from the platform if you like. It's not gonna bother me. Trust me. We halfway there, y'all. Hey, Nene. Thanks for the perfume, y'all. She said give her her money back. She can get shit back. Just don't come back. And unsubscribe. That's it. That's all. For the time that you've been here, you don't get shit back. You got entertainment in return. I ain't never asked you for shit. So if you ever paid any money to be on this platform, you got in reciprocity what you wanted. Entertainment. You don't get nothing back. Who you think you are? Girl, bye. Thank you, Nene, for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. We finna talk about this. I'm finna turn my oh, she didn't say that. I apologize. I ain't reading the comments. I'm trying to get him ready. Thank y'all for the perfumes. Hold on. We almost there, y'all. Let's get up. Come on, let's get to the 100K. Hey T. What's that book called right again? It's called The Armor in the War. I'm gonna be giving some away in a couple weeks, y'all. I really want y'all to come up and give me y'all opinions on today. But I'm gonna open up the panel soon because y'all get up in a panel and people forget to tap. They get spoiled up in here. Y'all already know y'all do. Yeah, I'm gonna be giving some away. Somebody donated to for me to give away. Thank y'all. We almost there. Let's open up this panel. I'm finna start opening up when the 80% get in, y'all. Let me see. Hey, you about to get popped. Put those on.
But that's all my animals.
What?
Those when I try those, it just go down.
I got him some one drop. Oh, okay, Jay. Yeah. They have a laundry room? I don't know. I didn't ask. Okay, what do you want to do with this? Give us some more stuff. And swim stuff. Just you could pack it like the stuff that we're not using no more. We can just pack it. We can keep these out. Okay. Keep these out. And one of his hats. This is a pajama. That's yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Hold on, y'all.
Okay. You just pack this.
We almost there, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to pack at the same time.
I sure was that. I was so quiet, there was no way anyone.
I'm trying to pack up so we can put some stuff in. Put some stuff up so we can get ready to head up out of here tomorrow. Y'all want to come to Granny house today? Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank y'all for tapping. We almost there, y'all. I mean, you really helped us get out of a tough situation. Let's go. I'm probably gonna go to the pool in a minute. Cause I want to talk about this. Cause it seems to me like y'all, I don't know if y'all agree. And I want to know. Okay, well, let's talk about it. I'm right here. Oh, I'm in Mississippi. It was my grandmama turned 90. See? My grandmama. She turned 90 years old, y'all. And she's so feisty. Y'all should have seen her dancing last night. Right? And still got, remember everything. Still got all her senses. Still got all her senses, y'all. This was a blessing. I got really emotional. I didn't think that I was. Nah, she not short. I didn't think that I was going to get emotional, y'all. I did. I cried. I'm a crybaby. Show is. Okay, y'all. We are 80% there, y'all. It's 80% there. We can open up the panel. And then I'm going to sit down. We just need 100. I think it's 115 more perfumes. Okay, we almost there, y'all. Let me turn this TV off. So we're talking about court today. Do y'all think that now, since everything has went down, like with accountability and the pressure that people have put on Bella, now instead of her being accountability court, has she now bowed out and pretty much folded into now saying, forget accountability? Will just do it. Will no longer be called and it will no longer really be like a court. It'll be more like a recap. With that, she also said that in the court, if people are blocked, she will not be unblocking them, but she will continue to use them as a topic. That's another thing that I did not agree with. Like, I feel like, yeah, I do. I feel like, okay, this is my opinion. This is not a fact. This is an opinion. I feel like you can protect your peace, right? I think there's nothing wrong with protecting your peace. However, I feel like if you are going to talk about somebody as a topic and have a show, right? If they are blocked, I don't think you should be discussing them if they don't have the opportunity to defend themselves. That's just my opinion. Because again, this isn't her responding to somebody disrespecting her. This isn't responding to somebody mistreating her. This is this is her having them as a whole topic. So it's different when somebody's disrespected you, you're responding to something. But to have somebody as a topic of discussion and then say, well, I'll still talk about you, but you blocked, right? That's cowardly to me. That's not to me, that's just a coward move. I.e. why I don't block people. No, it's not accountability court anymore. And she said that. She said she's changing the name. So I think that she's already built a platform and she's built a following, right? So I'm not saying her numbers are going to drop or anything, because once you build a support system, okay, I'll put it to you like this. Yesterday I said, I'll see y'all in court. And a lot of people were like, ain't nobody going to be at court. And I said, all of y'all going to be at court. So I'm going to give her props in this case, right? Even though some people weren't in court, her court was being streamed, which means people are still there. They're streaming it. They're still engaging in it, right? So when you no longer want to be a part of something or see something, you don't pay it any attention. So in my opinion, people are saying, I'm not going to be in court, but you're still there. So, and why are you still there? Because you still like it. You still want to see what's going on. You still want to see what's happening. You still want to see what's going to be said. And that's the human part, right? That's the human part of y'all. But I think a lot of y'all are in denial in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it real with yourself. I may not like the host, but I'm still going to come see her show. And the part that y'all don't understand is you being there alone is a form of support. Even if you're not in her room and you're streaming her from somebody else's house, you're doing the same thing. You're giving, you know what I'm saying? So you guys can feel how you want to feel about, I'm not supporting this person, but the moment that you start doing the things that people are doing, you are supporting. I'm not camming up yet. Why do you want me to cam up? I'm doing something. I always cam up. So why do you want me to cam up specifically right now? Who are you? Okay, we have to go. Let's open up the panel. Telling me to cam up. Thank you for subscribing, user. What's going on? Hello? Hello? I have to watch to determine. That's okay. Watching is okay. Just be honest with yourself and say you watch. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything wrong with still supporting her. You get what I'm saying? I don't think there's nothing wrong with supporting who you want to support. Just don't lie to yourself and say you're not gonna support. Cause you still gonna support, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Y'all like what y'all like and who y'all like. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. I'll be in there every Sunday. Faithfully. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If it does become another recap show, I may not be in there no more. Go ahead, shade it. If it becomes another recap show that you see all throughout the week, I don't feel like it's a purpose of going. Yeah, Dreamer. Because I'm gonna tell you what I liked about accountability court. Regardless of what anybody say, people are always gonna complain, right? They always gonna complain. So you gonna get that wood no matter what you do. Okay? I like the fact that you're able to bring somebody to court. They're able to go against the same person that they may not be cool with and have that conversation, tell their side of their story, and then from there, we got to hear the full context with both people in the room at the same time. I liked that. You know what I'm saying? I did like that aspect. It was fun. It was something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Right, innocent viewers. So I really like that dynamic. I think once you take away people's, because she kept making a statement, like something she kept saying was, well, people have me blocked. How do you feel about blocking survivors? Can I record if that's okay? Yeah, you can record. Hold on, Pretty Messy. What do I feel about blocking subscribers? It depends. So, shaded. A lot of subscribers will subscribe and then disrespect you, right? Because sometimes you'll have it on sub only or whatever, and a lot of those people really don't want to support you. They just want to be able to speak, right? And a lot of times them being able to speak still may come with a level of disrespect, right? So I think that if you pay to disrespect me, I'm going to respectfully block you. Because you didn't pay because you support me, you paid to disrespect me, and that in that sense, you would get blocked. I don't think that money should trump people being disrespected. You know what I'm saying? I call Frankie Manny Fresh and got blocked. I think because that they consider that as misgendering. I think that's why, because that's considered because Frankie is a woman, and so I think that she's trying to show that she does respect Frankie as who she is, and by you calling her Manny Fresh, that's basically saying like you're misgendering her, and they basically feel strongly about that over there. I can't say over there, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. That makes sense. Yeah, that's what it is. Shaded. Okay. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong again. Did Bella block you or Frankie? That's a different. Frankie probably blocked her, but she probably has permission to do it. Now, okay, so this is what I did notice. I ain't gonna lie, because y'all know I'm biased and I'm honest, right? Now I noticed, so shaded. Let me help you out with this. There was a lot of bias today. Cool with Hoover, or a lot of people rock with Hoover. Bella did not handle Hoover the same way she would have handled another person for misgendering Frankie. And that to me was different, because she would block other people, but she let Hoover continue to be disrespectful and did not block. And I noticed it. I was watching. I'm like, okay, wait, she's trying not to. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up? You ain't got enough followers. No, you have to have 1,000 followers to come in my panel. You know what I'm saying? If you would have shut up, you would have got in. But you saying please, that showed desperation, and then I realized you ain't got enough followers. So if you would have waited and let you in the box, you would have been fine. But as soon as you said please, that desperation let me know you ain't got enough followers and you don't come to panels. You should have just chilled for a minute. You got 89 followers. You can't come up in here, girl. Stay in the comments for a little while. Don't girl me. Girl yourself. You the one that said please. That's my rule in my panel. That's my rule in my live. B, what's up? Hold on. How many followers you got, B? Come on. Request up. You ain't in the request box, B. Oh, well. If it's a child, then they really don't need to be up. What's going on?
Hey, I'm just hopping on. This is my first time in your box, and I was just hopping on to say that I follow you, and I love everything that you do. I appreciate it. I love Danny and everybody that's always on your panel. So thank you for that.
Thank you for coming. But that's all you came up here for?
That's all. That's all. I ain't want nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
But
I
anyway,
appreciate
keep
it.
doing what you're doing.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. I said my opinion. Okay, so the box is open. Well, the window. My sister called it a window, so I'm gonna start calling the window. The windows are open. If you want to come and roll up in the window, stick your head in the window, you could come up. But I ain't finna talk a whole lot about her. Um, you know what I'm saying? And then I want to also talk about things that transpired this weekend. That was really, sad for me to see. So your windows is open, y'all. I'm finna start calling them windows. Y'all be scared to come up here, don't y'all? I scare y'all. Hey, Juicy. And people was trying to run her live and tell her to change something. Well, it worked. She's changing some things. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Pretty messy. You cannot come in my panel. You have to have 1,000 followers. Stop requesting up. My rule is 1,000 followers, honey. I already told you that. What you think is a shame? Pull up to the window. I don't think everybody's telling nobody what they should be doing. I think that people are giving their input.
Hey, T.
Hey, T. Hey.
I got an echo?
I got an echo? No, you ain't got no echo.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think it's okay to block someone and still talk about them?
T, I'm going to drop and
See,
come
I'm gonna
back.
drop and come back. Oh, okay. So it must be me, y'all. I'll fix it. Do y'all think it's okay to block somebody and still have them as a topic? Yes, in the galaxy if you got less than 1,000.
Okay. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my opinion. I don't know directly who everybody talking about, but this is my opinion on just that alone. Um, no, I don't think that's okay because I feel like if you're gonna talk about somebody, I would think you want them to see, right? Because you obviously speaking up on them for a reason, right? What's the point of blocking them just so you can talk about them? It shows how bothered you are. I feel like if I'm finna block somebody, I just don't want to be bothered by you at all. Like, I just don't want to talk to you. I don't want to come across you. It's not that deep for me to want to have a whole conversation about you afterwards.
I agree. I agree 100%. I agree
Hey,
100%.
hey,
Okay, let
T.
me.
Hey, ladies in the panel. So, I just had a few things. One, I am glad that she hosted the live this morning. It was a step towards a little accountability, just being able to hear what people had to say. But I didn't like the fact that when certain conversations came up, they were steered away from them. If we're going to have the conversation, just go ahead and put it all on the floor so that there could be a resolve and, you can just move forward from that. Um, and as far as the blocking, no, I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's right. If you're going to block somebody, then don't talk about them, because if you're going to talk about somebody, let them be able to come and defend themselves, or whatever the case may be. That's it.
I agree. I agree 100%. And that's what I didn't like. I didn't like when it was asked, like, when having a conversation or a court or a show, and talking about this person, like she kept saying, well, people block themselves, or people do it to her, but the dynamics are different, right? So if I'm going to have a show that's going to be based around accountability, and somebody blocks me and talks about me, that's on them, because that's how they run a platform. But the show that I have is solely about this. So I have to take my personal out of it, right? If I'm going to have them as a conversation, they have to have an option, because she was saying that they don't come in the panel when they're not blocked. They still will have to have that option to come up if I'm going to discuss them. It's about them having an option. Now, if they don't come up, that's completely on them. But the fact that they don't even have an option, that's where I don't agree. To me, that's a sense. Hey, author, that's cowardly, because it's like, I'm gonna talk about you if I want to, but you can't say nothing back. And I just don't think that that's right on the dynamics of what her show is. You get what I'm saying? It's just, to me, it doesn't make any sense.
T, let me ask you a question. And I may have misheard this. Did she say that she was going to change like a part of the name, like everybody keeps talking about a word, and I'm assuming it's accountability.
Yes.
Did she mention that?
Yes, I believe that that's what's getting ready to happen. I think that due to everybody saying that she needs to be accountable, she has now decided to change the name from Accountability Court. Um, I don't know if that's an assumption, but that is my belief that it may no longer be Accountability Court. And what what broke me, y'all, because y'all are saying people are trying to tell her how to run her show, which y'all don't agree. What y'all don't see this happening is she's now silencing herself. She's now decided to hold the platform to talk about people, but completely remove herself from having a conversation or even interjecting or having an opinion. So basically, now what she's going to do is allow the people to just speak and her not to insert, just so she doesn't have any tie to it. But what she doesn't understand is, because she's still holding a platform for it, it doesn't exonerate her from being tied to it. They're still going to tie her to it because it's still happening on her platform. So regardless of her not speaking anymore, like, here's the thing: don't never allow nobody to silence you. People are gonna always talk, y'all. If you're trying to be a creator, this is the shit that comes with being a creator, right? People gonna always talk. Stand on your principles, stand on what you believe in, and you will attract the people that you need to, and the people that you are. And it's disappointing that she's now changing the whole dynamics because of the people. In my opinion, I don't believe that. I think that it's because um okay. Go ahead, good old time, because I don't want. Let me make sure what I'm saying is right. And
let me say it, and then because I get what you're saying. I really get. I hear everybody, right? Because we keep on repeating the same thing, but at the same time, I think people feel entitled for people to run their platform how they feel it should run, or how they think it should run, or how another platform is ran, and they're trying to put it all together. My thing about it is, if Bella, if she gets on a platform, right, and she defends herself, and then somebody comes up and she drops, she has that right to do that, because it's like, I don't want to go back and forth with you, right? So at first she was going back and forth with people, right? That didn't work. She was going up in people's panels that she kind of like trusted or had a back end conversation with, and be like, okay, because I want to get my feelings across. Boom, she did that. That didn't work. You know what I mean? It's like she's trying different things and it's just not working. And I'm just saying like this: do what you do on your platform and keep it moving. You ain't gonna be able to please everybody. And I do feel like Bella's trying to please everybody, because she's like, okay, well, this person is saying this and this person is saying that. I've been told her to say, fuck everybody, okay? Do what you want to do on your platform and keep it moving. Those who are going to stay are going to stay. Those who don't like it is going to keep it moving. But when you get to changing and getting everybody's advice, and it's coming from this way and that way, you're losing yourself, to the point of now you don't even you want to change the name. You don't even want to say nothing. You don't want to go in nobody's panel. It's making you move a different type of way, because you care too much. You care way too much. I'm sorry, T, but ain't nobody gonna come on this platform and be like, T, you said you was doing X files and now you doing friendship files and now you doing it. No, don't do that. Nobody's gonna come up here and tell you to do that. Why? Because you stand on your platform and you're gonna do it how you want to do it. Stop letting people influence you on what they think. If you do not like it, and then people, okay, let me get back to this too. The entitlement of feeling like y'all have to be heard. Anybody can go live and say, can defend themselves. You don't have to go into somebody's platform, whether they're talking about you or not. You can stream the live on your platform and respond back to it. There's consequences to everything, but you're not going. I create a space that I can talk to you in other spaces, but if I'm holding a platform and you're disrespectful, I'll block you. And I'll still talk about you.
But look,
and what are you going to do about
but look, good old time. It's not, but it wouldn't be. So here's where the difference comes in, right? It's not her discussing the people. It's, the people that have a problem and the two people that has an issue. So we're going to remove her from it, right? Mm-hmm. So when you're unbiased and you're running a court, which I said, if she's changing the name, that will make sense, right? But let's go to what the show and the substance of the show is now. You're holding a court, an unbiased court, right? Which means you have to completely remove your feelings from it. You have to completely remove self, right? So if you decide, oh, I'm going to have good old time on the docket. Shit, good old time is blocked, right? I have to make a choice, right? Okay, good old time should not be on my, she can't be on my docket because she's blocked. So I would then turn that case down, because either I'm going to have to unblock her, or there's no purpose of me having a discussion about her, because that then will risk my platform. Because if I'm talking about somebody and they're not allowed to defend themselves, they're going to come from a troll page. They're going to report their page because you're taking away their voice, right? You're talking about me, but you're not allowing me. You're allowing this person to bash me. You're allowing this person to paint a narrative, but you're not allowing me to defend myself. It's not about you. It's not between me and you. It's between me and this person that you have me on the docket with. So that's where I feel like she has to set herself apart, because of the dynamics of her show. Not because
is it because of the dynamics that y'all feel her show is, or that's
that's what the dynamics that she put out. That her show was unbiased. Her show was about accountability. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Okay, so good old time. My show is an unbiased show. It's not a court show, but it's unbiased. I.e., I do not block people. If y'all notice, people are able to come in my panel. They'll cuss me out and they still able to come up. Why? Because what I stand on. So I have to remove myself and run it like the business that I have. I can block you, but I'm just not going to talk about you. Because at the end of the day, if I block you, that means you got me to the point where I don't fuck with you. So I ain't even no need to even have you up for conversation. You get what I'm saying? It's no need to even discuss you. However, if it's me and somebody having a back and forth, that's different. But if I'm going to have you come up good old time and speak about Nikki should be able to speak up for herself. So I have to create that, or say, good old time, Nikki can't defend herself because she blocked on my platform. So with all due respect, I'm going to have to shut this conversation down. Because that way you're giving the unbiased effect.
Hey, ladies, can I go?
Hold on.
Can I just respond? Yeah. So, okay, T, maybe it's just not clicking for me, and that's okay. Some things, it just don't click. It's not clicking for me, because if someone was having, like, say you blocked me out of this space, right? And you was over here. Oh, what?
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Maybe it's for me, because it's like, if you block me out of your space for something that we got into it about, right? And say Nikki, the lady that's above me, right? We got into it, and now we're going on a platform to plead our case. I just don't feel like I need to plead my case, because I can go live myself. And if I want to say my part of it, I can just go live and do that. So maybe that's where I just don't understand why people feel like they have to defend themselves. Oh, I got to go to court to defend myself. And if she's not allowing me to do that. You can go live and you're allowed to do whatever you do on your platform. Maybe that's where I'm seeing it from. So maybe it's just not going to make sense to me.
Right, but hold on. Okay. Okay, right, but the problem that comes with that is when you decide to say, this is who I am, this is what I stand on, but you show something different. Your platform is based on being unbiased, right? So when you have something that's unbiased, you have to remove self. You have to. It's not about personal anymore. It's like even working in customer service, or you work at the courthouse, right? You may see a bitch that come in that you don't like. You can't then tell that person to get out because you have a personal disdain with that person. You still got to do your job. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you're saying I create this space, you have to run it like that, regardless of anything. Or again, like I say, you don't open up because as you see what's happening now is she's getting reported a lot, right? People are then going to start to report. They're going to silence you because you're silencing me. So now you're going to have more problems than not. If you're saying that people don't even come up when they're not blocked, right? Then give them that option so they can't say you took it from them. Let them not come in. Let them opt out. That shows that you gave them the opportunity and they can't say shit about you because you gave them that opportunity to come in. Now, if they decline it, they can't put that on you. That only goes with self. So again, a lot of times you have to take your feelings out of it. And that's you, good old time. You run a platform, it's different. You get what I'm saying? But when you're running certain kind of platforms, this what comes with the territory. It's gonna be some people that you don't like that you're gonna have to open that panel up to, or you're gonna have to not talk about. That's what comes with this territory.
So I have a different perspective and theory, and I'm coming at this from a neutral place. I don't have any sides. Don't infer that I like or dislike someone from what I'm saying. I come to this side of TikTok for pure entertainment. And as I've watched Bella, she's like that cousin that you grew up with, that you couldn't stand, but you was kin to, and they were always doing things to get under your skin. Her show feeds off of the dynamics of the week. And by her saying it's accountability court and those other things, it's a misnomer because she blocks people. People are being brought up. And so she puts you in a situation where you can't ignore her. You want to say something back, but she controls that as well too. It
Yeah.
pisses people off, but it keeps them engaged. And so from a pure content standpoint, like outside of the drama and the mess, if you just look at this from an attention, money making, taking up time thing, it's actually really clever if she's doing it on purpose. But if
If
she
she's built
isn't
like
looking
that,
at it that way, if she's just
right?
doing this in this delusion, she's just stumbled across
Yeah,
something
she's not
that's
looking
really
at it that
smart.
way, King.
Yeah.
And I agree, but she's not looking at it that way because she's changing dynamics, right? Which means it's starting to affect her in some kind of way, shape, and form. So I get what you're saying, which cool, yeah. You gotta be built for that. I don't think she's looking at it that way because it's starting to weigh on her.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna say, T. Hey, everybody. It's like her foundation is not solid, and that's why she's so um willing to change. Is because that foundation is not solid. And I can't, no shade to Bella or anyone, but if you build a platform, if I'm correct, this whole platform, this whole accountability court was built on or stemmed from beef or something she didn't like on another panel. So she's gonna do her own thing and do this. And anytime that I feel like anytime you're gonna build something off of what somebody else did wrong, that's a weak foundation. I don't
Right.
feel like, and I don't want to say this and sound ugly, but accountability was never a thing for Bella to me. I mean, even in the small the dramas that she was in before, she never took accountability for the things that she was caught up in on this app, and then she starts an accountability court, which was always awkward to me. But like good old Time was saying, just piggybanking off. If you're gonna keep changing every time somebody don't like something, you're not standing on business. I mean, because you're gonna lose and gain followers whether you stand on it or whether you come down, because some people are saying, hey, you coming down off of what you were supposed to be. I can't support that. And some people are going to say, you're going to stand on business. I can't support that. So you have to stand on what you were originally
Right. What you
was
feel is
to
right for
keep
you.
real
Yeah.
supporters, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Because
But
do
can
I
I
think
say
her
this
numbers are
though,
going to
T?
drop? Go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I
I think
I
they
just feel
Well,
like
will.
I was
this.
going to say,
Taking
Ty,
accountability, is that how somebody wants you to? Because am I missing it? Or y'all said that Bella was on the court and she was rant. The first time she ever addressed anything, she spent like the beginning portion of it, addressing things that happened on the week. Is it because she's not getting on other people's panel and going back and forth with people that you guys feel she's
no.
not taking accountability? Or is it that she's not admitting to what y'all want her to admit to? Maybe she don't see it that way. Like maybe she
Um,
don't, you know what I mean? Like if I'm just saying this,
I'll say
T,
it
if you
like
feel like
this.
something right. Okay.
I'll say it like this good old time. When I take accountability, I do just that. I do not say, well, don't nobody say nothing with good old time do it. Don't nobody say nothing with Karen do it. If I'm gonna own some shit, I have to own it. I have to stand on it. You know what? I fucked up, y'all. I fucked up. I shouldn't have did that shit. I could have went about that shit a different way. And had I went about that shit a different way, maybe this wouldn't have played out. Whatever, boom, boom, bam, bam. And it stays on me, right? It stays on me. That's accountability. Accountability doesn't come with shift blaming. Accountability doesn't come with but they do it too. Accountability comes with just that. It comes with owning your shit and the part that you can play in it. And it may not be good enough for people, but owning your shit is what accountability is. Regardless if people accept it or not, that's what it is. We haven't seen that at all from her.
Exactly.
So
It
so
Haven't been.
and
can I say
accountability can
this?
look like an apology, or it can say, I don't owe y'all shit. That's still accountability. It's saying, hey, you're standing in it.
Ownership.
Yeah,
Accountability
it's
is
just saying,
ownership.
hey, I did it. I'm sorry, or I'm not sorry. That's it. That's what accountability is.
So I wanted to. I feel like a lot of people weren't honest with Bella this morning, and I was listening to her show, and I think Bella had something that was going really well, but she also played a hand in putting together the drama, but she didn't want to seem like she had a hand on it, and that was her problem. When you had this accountability court, you essentially said you were taking yourself out of it and that everybody else was holding themselves accountable, and your courtroom was the space for that. And then we come to find out that you're having these conversations on the back end where you're orchestrating events, you're orchestrating people to come to your court show, and that's great. But you got to be honest that you're doing that. If you're going to orchestrate people coming to your show and you putting in the work for people to do that, just be honest. But a lot of what Bella did is she lied about it up front until the receipts came out. Like when she said that she was cool with Diamond. Then the receipts came out that you were trying to take over Diamond's show, her time, her slot, whatever you want to call it. Anybody can start a 6 a.m. morning show. But just be honest that you really did it because you wanted to come after Diamond. And then people would have okay, all right, well, that's what you wanted to do. That's what you wanted to do. But don't say you've been honest. And then, like, she kept saying this morning. Well, if you watched my Sunday show, if you've been here every Sunday, you would know that I've already took accountability. So just go to one of the blogs page.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. That was
no, no,
on the
sis, no. Don't do that. Stand in it now. Because to say, like, nobody's going to follow you 24/7. Nobody's watching your show. And I mean, even if you have it on in the background, maybe you're doing the dishes, maybe you may miss something. So to say to
Yeah.
her followers, well, clearly you didn't watch my show 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and then you go back to a blog page, they record everything I say, then you can find my apology or you can find me taking
Yeah, that's
but
true. You're telling people to
that's
go through all of this, the footage, and just
yeah,
instead of just acknowledging it right there. And once you take accountability, there's nothing wrong with clearing it up again. Because some people may miss it. So you can be like, "Well, I did answer this. So for the people that didn't get it, this was my response." You get what I'm saying? When it's
Exactly.
genuine and it's authentic, it's no problem with saying it again because you know what you said and you know what you meant. The only time a person wouldn't want to repeat it is if it wasn't genuine and you don't remember what you said. You don't remember the
Exactly.
answer and you
And,
don't
and,
want the answer to
and
change.
like with the whole
That's
petty
my opinion.
And like with the whole Petty Rose situation, you swore up and down that you had no ill will. Then we find out you did have ill will. You swore up and down you were never going after Diamond. Then we find out you did want to go after Diamond. Just stand in it and say, you know what, yeah, I was feeling a certain type of way. And then I think people would understand. Now you want to change your name from accountability, but you're only doing that because you don't want to be held accountable. So at that point, your show and what you represent, your brand, becomes obsolete. It becomes, to me, a joke. And now, whether people are always going to go to your room. Nobody, people's always going to go to a live. That is not going to be the problem. It's just whether or not people are going to take you seriously.
Yeah.
And now you have given room to the very thing you were afraid, which is someone else to come before you, someone else to take over what you were doing and be better at it. That's what I think.
I agree. Good old time. You could. I know you wanted to smile.
Oh no, I was just saying, Karen, when your court coming back? I heard a lot of things about it, and I just wanted to stop by. But I know you know, having a baby and stuff. But that's just what I wanted to ask.
No,
I go everywhere, y'all. I don't. It ain't really. This is not a defend Bella thing. I was just trying to get some understanding. I'm gonna go wherever I want to go. I support who I want to support, and it ain't that deep for me. I laugh most of the time. It really ain't that deep. But yeah, I get what everybody's saying. It's just I just don't see it. And it's just like me not seeing something does not necessarily mean that I'm being like oblivious to it. I just don't see it that way. That's okay.
And I think that's because you're looking at it like I think a lot of times I think this is a practice that we all should have, right? It's stepping outside of our own lens, right? Sometimes like removing it from what I would do to what should be done, right? And a lot of times we insert ourselves and be like, you know, me, I'm not gonna let you do it if it was me. But we have to look at the what's sitting in front of us. If it was you, your dynamics would be different, right? Her dynamics are set to a certain expectation. As if you talking to a police officer, you can't say, well, if it was me, I would spit on them back. A police officer may lose a job. You get what I'm saying? So it's more so looking at the vantage point of where she's sitting from and giving feedback based on that, not based on opinion of what you would do if it were you in your platform. And that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like as accountability court, like you have to look at a court like that is about accountability. And the first thing that you have to start with is being accountable. You understand? Once you start with that, then you lead by example. I can hold myself accountable. I can sit in a hot seat, and then I can also put the people, and they can see and they can learn from me. You know what I'm saying? They can learn that this isn't hard. I can put, and when it's time for me and I fuck up and I make a bad decision, you know, then I'm going to then fix it in whatever way I can. And that's how you do that. You have to hold yourself to that standard of what you're setting other people to. That's just it. That's all.
And I think it's
So
disingenuous to say, I want to talk to my supporters. And tell me what you've witnessed in the last few weeks. Where did things go wrong? I think you should have said to anybody that has watched my show, that has participated, that has listened, any day of the any Sunday that you have listened, tell me where you think I went wrong, what your opinions are, things like that. Instead of saying only my supporters, because what you're doing is you're only asking for people who currently support you now. And that to
Right.
me is you shutting the door on people who supported you yesterday, but found out what you did to Diamond and Petty and said no. And then that means you're not going to hear the people who said, hey, I was supporting you. I was standing there. Oh, I was standing there, but then you said you lied and you got caught up in that lie.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I think a lot of times when people say you don't have to explain yourself,
but
as
isn't that the same thing when people
creators,
go on sub only? And
um,
Is that not the same thing when
Well, yeah,
people go on
it's
sub only and then
that's
they
what
want
yeah.
to ask
So,
questions and
but
stuff?
no, what
Sorry, T.
so what I do, good old time, and everybody ain't me. When I feel like people got issues, I have a panel. It's called "Who Got the Smoke," right? And that means even if I got people blocked at that day, I unblock them, right? And anybody that got an issue or need to say something to me, the panel is open to. I don't care who it is because that is me saying I want the people because I already know what my supporters are gonna do. My supporters are going to probably try to coddle me. They're probably going to try to pat me on the back. They're going to give me words of no and tell me what it is that I've done wrong. And that to me is where you hold yourself to the fire. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's how I would do it and how I have done it in the past.
That's why I can't use you as an example, T, because I know you run your platform a little bit differently and stuff like that. But that's my point. I wouldn't come in here and tell you like, well, T, you shouldn't allow disrespect on your platform. You should do this and you should do that because you're comfortable and you can handle certain things. I think that people jump on other people's platform and want to disrespect them, and some people are not made like that. You know what I mean? Like some people are just not made to have disrespect just in their face. Like you could talk about it, blah blah blah, I'll address it, but some people are just not. I'm gonna rah back and forth with you.
And I get that. And that's where I say you make a choice. Once you
Right.
make a choice, I'm not going back and forth with you. That means I'm not discussing you either. You get what I'm saying? Because
I mean, I see
at
it.
some
I
point
see it.
you have to
Yeah.
remove that, right? So when I reach that decision, I'm not going back and forth with you. That's a sound decision of I'm not going to have this conversation with you nor about you. I'm not addressing anything that comes with you because I already know that will feed you, right? So that's where the choice comes in. I
But
have to make that
isn't she
choice.
making a choice then to be like, okay, you can talk about it on your platform or go on a tour, but I'm gonna just talk about it on Sundays? Isn't that
Right.
making a decision and
But
protecting
she's
her?
talking about me and your problem though, good old time, not a problem that she has with people specifically. And I think that's the part that people missing. She's not talking about something that's been done to her. She's having topics about something that ain't got shit to do with her. She's not inserted in it. She's not a part of it, right? So when you let me hold on one second. Let me put
Oh
picture.
yeah, let's put her on the big
Here's
screen.
some baby fever for y'all. Here he go. Here's a little baby fever for y'all.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But he keeping me up all night, so so yeah, he got his
Oh,
days and
you got
nights
that
clipped.
No
newborn
baby
smell.
fever
I
for me.
know
I'm
it.
running around with a whole 2-year-old.
Oh, look. Hey, I take a 2-year-old because at least they take naps.
Girl, listen.
Congratulations,
Thank
I
Miss
y'all.
Karen.
love the babies. I love the babies.
He is.
Let me go back over. So
I
this
wanted to
this
ask
is
this
what.
question, T.
Hold on one second. See what so I can finish what I was saying. She's not defending herself from somebody talking about her. What she's doing when you have court, she's inserting, right? She's making a decision to insert herself into something that has absolutely nothing to do with her. And she's creating a platform to discuss it, right? So once you start to do that, you're making a sound decision. This don't got nothing to do with me. I don't have nothing personally invested in this. But I have this person blocked. I don't fuck with this person like that. So when you then make that decision that you're gonna have a whole conversation and topic about a person you don't rock with, and this conversation don't have nothing to do with you, and yet that person is blocked, you are now creating a problem where it doesn't have to be one. Because you already blocked that person, and that's where you set your boundary for your protecting your peace. So now you're telling me in sake in for a benefit of content, you're willing to then now remove your peace, protecting your peace to have a conversation about this person. I don't care if they got blocked way before. That's the point. If a person got blocked prior to court, you have to make a decision. Either I'm going to unblock them or not discuss them at all. That is a choice. Go ahead.
The fact that she can make the choice to talk about people that can't respond and that are blocked and can't even rebuttal allows me to know that you are comfortable around yes people, the same people that you talk about. You are comfortable being surrounded by everybody who agrees with you, and that is not an accountability judge.
I believe at the end of the day, yeah, when it comes down to this, it's gonna be people that don't like you. It's gonna be people that voice a negative opinions or whatever like that. So at the end of the day, if they can't address that and obviously you're not messing with it, don't obviously blocking them. You blocking them for a reason. That's just my thing, though.
Okay, let's do this. What does a restraining order entail? If I go and put a restraining order on Good Old Time, that means Good Old Time cannot contact me, correct? But that also means I cannot contact her. If I contact her after putting a restraining order on her, now I have made that restraining order. Now it's canceled because I broke agreement. That's the same thing with blocking.
I'm
So
out here listening to these
how
crazy
can you
people
then
on
put a
TikTok.
restraining order on somebody or block somebody and then create contact with them by bringing them up or by bring, you know what I'm saying, by antagonizing them? It is true. Am I wrong? Maybe I don't know. Maybe because I ain't got to put restraining orders on people. Is that not how it works? Aren't you not supposed to
So so I didn't put a restraining order out on somebody, right? But if I put a restraining order out on you, T, that don't mean I can't talk about you. Like I can still talk about with my
right?
cousins,
But
my
we gonna
friends.
transfer it to TikTok. We're gonna transfer it to TikTok. I get that, right? You can talk about me, right? But when you go make a public post and doing all of that stuff, that can also affect your case, right? So we're transferring a restraining order to blocking, right? Once you create this form of protection to protect your peace, why then create contact with the person that you removed yourself from? It does not make sense if that person is not bothering you. Talking about you, you're creating a live that doesn't have, you're bringing up the person that you ain't got nothing to do with this, right? But you want to still hold the platform to discuss the person you have blocked. It doesn't make sense. You're not doing it to defend yourself. You're not doing it to tell your side. You're doing it to create content. And that's where it becomes a problem. I don't think y'all understand what I'm trying to say. And I don't know no other way that I can help y'all understand it.
I get it because I feel like with the whole restraining order thing, obviously they can't come to you and voice their opinion. At the end of the day, like once again, they can't comment on anything you say. You still making that person relevant, but you blocked them for a reason. So my real reason is, what do you block them for if they can't speak their truths behind anything you saying?
Right.
When you say they can't speak their truth, they can't speak their truth on the platform that they choose to, but they can always go live and speak their truth. Y'all act like just one space. Y'all, you can go in anybody else's live and bring up a
Right, good old
topic
time,
and they
but you
talk
gotta
about
think about it. You got 2,000 people in the room talking about me, right? This is
it.
not me and your beef. Just keep it at that. It's not me and your beef, right? I done got blocked from your platform for whatever reason. But you got 2,000 people in the room talking about me, right? And I can't even come and defend myself in front of them same 2,000 people, right? I have to now just let y'all talk about me. It's some stuff that's being misconstrued. I don't have a big enough reach. People may not even know who I am to even hear my side of the story. So why not allow the level? This is what I liked about her platform before. Why not keep it open to the people that are being discussed? Like that way it's even. And that's where you do have to take away your personal. Because that person might have disrespected you in the past, right? But you still gave them that option if they're going to be discussed. Because if a person that disrespectful where you had to block them, you can't tell me bringing them up is your prerogative. Like if you felt that you had to go so far as to blocking somebody, baby, Ain't no need to talk about them if you personally ain't got an issue to handle. Ain't no need to provide the space for it. You protected your peace in your space by blocking them. It don't make sense.
Can I just use this as example, and I'm just gonna drop them down because like I said, some things is just not meant for me to understand. But T, you remember how we had got well, you called me
Glad you
outside
brought
my
it up. I
name,
was gonna use it too.
and I blocked you right after that, right?
Uh-huh.
I still was so when I started my live and they was like, oh, tea time. Now I was like, oh, I got tea time blocked, blah blah blah, whatever. And they said, what happened? I was like, just a little misunderstanding. I think she thinks that I was doing something that I wasn't doing, whatever, keep it moving. But I still had you blocked. Are you gonna feel like I didn't give you a space? Because I had 1.6 people
No,
in there
because
when I
that was
said
between
that.
me and you.
Huh?
That was between me and you, right? Wait, say it again. Use it
Right.
as
That was okay. So that was between me and you, right? So now let's say I'm holding because sometimes I do interviews, right? I'm doing an interview and a person is like, or I'm having an open panel. Let me just say that. I'm having an open panel and you come up as the topic because people are talking about you, right? Does that mean that I have to unblock you? Because remember, me and you got into it. So that means I have to unblock you to come over to my space and forget what me and you was going through and just let you have a voice on my panel?
No,
Is that
because
what you're
that's
saying?
not the type of space that you hold, right? You don't hold that type of space. It just came up in conversation. But if you hold a type of space for this situation, that means this is going to come up a lot. So then that's where you have to decide. Like me, the purpose of me not blocking people, the only people that get blocked over here literally are trolls. They can't come in the box anyway, and they won't be a topic of discussion, right? And they barely get blocked. But the purpose of my platform, the way I have a platform, me blocking someone would be asinine because I talk about all kind of stuff here. So doing that, it will create a biased environment. It would because now I'm talking about all different creators, but they don't have the space to come in and say, hey, this is what happened. This is what happened. Or if I have somebody blocked, they don't come up for topic. They don't come up. I'd be like, you know what? I ain't even gonna talk about that person. Y'all gonna talk about that someone.
Wait, can I say something? I feel like I get all of that. I don't think she's totally wrong because I guess yes, she could do whatever she wants to do on her platform, but for me and I guess her supporters, it will just show what type of person she is at the end. I don't think yes, she can most definitely speak or whatever she wants. She can keep that person blocked and do what she wants, but my thing is it just shows what type of person she is at the end.
Yeah, because let's just say this. Good old time. If somebody don't like me, right? And they say see me and you have words, right? And they know me and Bella done had words too. Let's use this as an example. Well, you know me, me and you get into it. You know me and you had words. Bella know, me and Bella don't get along. And you want to spin a narrative the way you want about me. Where you gonna go? You gonna go to Bella because Bella ain't gonna give me the space, so you can say whatever you want, however you want, talk about me with whatever way you want, and say what all kind of lies and bullshit, and I can't even come up because and you know this because you already know I'm either blocked or whatever, so you get to do whatever you want, and I don't even get to defend myself. That to me is wrong. And that's what she's going to be used for moving forward. People that have common beefs, people that they know, they're going to come and talk about that person because they know then that person doesn't have a space to come and defend themselves. So she's going to be put into a lot of more drama than average because of that. That is Bella's problem because she's being used to silence the people that's being talked about. That's her problem.
And somebody mentioned in the comments about like her mods, and
I'll be right back, T.
one of her mods said, we only do what Bella tells us. And then Bella said on her platform, I can't be held responsible for my mods. Well, then which one is it? Because you can't say your mods can't jump on the panel and say we only do and only block and only mute when Bella says, and then Bella says, well, I don't know who they blocked or who they muted and all of that. Then it sounds like there's no control over there. If you're telling if your mods are blocking people or muting people because they're being disrespectful to you, as I think they should block anybody who's being disrespectful to the host should get muted and blocked. But then when it becomes, well, I only muted this person because I didn't like the way they said it, and but what they said was correct, well, then that's an issue.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
I
true.
agree 100%. Y'all make sure we got 1.3K people in here. Y'all tap the screen. Have me reach the live goal. And we can Kim, you been up here. Go ahead, Kim. Kim.
Sorry. I just think I have a different kind of opinion of what accountability. I see judgment, contrition, accountability as something different. For me, contrition is something where you have to actually speak to the people who are offended by your actions. Accountability is something personal, is something that you can reflect on with people you trust, people who are kind to you, who don't sees you who you can be, what you want to be, and they lift you up to that place. That to me is having accountability and reflection. Contrition is coming forward and saying, this is what I did, what you got.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
You got to know,
That's
T.
our accountability, taking responsibility for your own actions. Go ahead, y'all.
Hey,
Basically, what she's saying is it's a level of who can hold you accountable. Go ahead.
so
Go
T,
ahead, Shahar.
how you doing? Hi, everybody on the panel. Hi, everybody. Um, it shouldn't be even called accountability no more. Let's scratch that out because, first of all, nobody haven't took accountability over there, regardless. The people on the panel, the people on the docket, the people that's hosting the show. So let's just call it Dragon Bash Show, hosted by Bella. Basically, you have every right to come in the box, respond how you want to respond if you choose to do that. If you don't do that, like me, as an example, I was always on the docket, but I never got in the box to respond to any of it. Guess what I did? I go host my own show and I respond that way. The bloggers or whatever come and catch it, whatever, that's on them. But I mean, it's nobody have to be summoned to somewhere to be, you know, dragged, bashed, or whatever in them
So
cases. I mean, it's like,
how would you feel, Shahar, if those times that you were dragged, see you chose not to go up, right?
yeah,
What if
never went
those
up.
times that you got dragged? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if those times you got dragged, you didn't even have the choice? Like you getting all these shares about a conversation that somebody's having about you, but you don't even have the ability to see the live from your page. You
That's
maybe
a
have to,
personal
you
issue.
know,
That's a personal issue with the host. That don't see most of that
right.
stuff is
That's what I'm
personal
saying.
towards her.
That's what
But
I'm
you,
saying. I'm saying, what would you feel if a person is having a whole show about you and you are blocked from even seeing it or even having an option if you wanted to go up? Because you remember, you weren't always going live. You get what I'm saying? You had to grow into that. You had to grow into that, like not going live, but you had to develop tough skin because of the way these motherfuckers was doing, right?
and that's what
So
I said
initially,
earlier this morning on her panel. I said, hey, it made me to continue to be stronger and not feed off into half of the BS that was going on over there. But guess what?
in
You're
those
still
cases,
able to see it, regardless if you
right
block or not. You still can see it. Everybody had a
now,
troll
not
page is
really.
still
You
in
don't
there.
have the you got to go from a burner because you still can't have you don't have the option. is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
You don't
But
have
you
the
still
option.
could
It's
go
different
and
when you can see it. You can go from a fake page, but you still cannot. You don't have the option to request stuff. So
well, in
your
that case,
option
you
has been taken
drag
away.
them and everybody that talks about you. I mean, it's all game right now. Everything goes. Everything goes.
Then Shy, if that's how you feel, then everything people are saying about her, she just has to accept. And don't change the name to accountability.
Right.
Don't change the accountability name. If you're saying that that's just the way it goes, blase blase, this is life, then she should accept the criticism, and then she should be able to accept what everybody else is saying about her.
Yeah, and she should accept changing that name to Bash and Drag. I mean, sure, you got Kappa with drag time, so
Don't
sure.
change
I
anything because
mean,
Me,
I don't think it should be called that. Hi everyone. Hi T. This is my first time on your panel.
Hello. Welcome.
Um, I don't. I feel like people are forgetting the way that court is run, as in it's between two people. They're the ones that go on the panel. They have the back and forth, and it's down to the jury, and then the decisions. All she does is bring the evidence to us, and then we discuss as a jury, and you guys in the comments. That's what happens. So
but
to
if
think
it's
that
Right.
Bella is
personal
the
for
one that
someone
makes
else,
the decisions and she's deciding who's guilty and who's not, Bella doesn't do that.
it's
That's not what we're talking
personal
about,
for
though.
her.
That's not what we're talking about. So what we're speaking of, sweetie, is this. No, Bella doesn't do that. But what she does do, and what she says she does, is she takes away their right, if they are blocked, to defend themselves and be that second party. That's where it becomes a problem. Because if you're going to hold court as a judge, you have to allow the person to come into the courthouse. So if you're going to be a judge, an unbiased judge that is not making a decision, you also have to be able to say, you know what? You can't come into the courthouse. I mean, you could come into the courthouse, or we won't hear that case. Let somebody else hear the case.
Judges don't worry about, they don't worry about being liked. And I think that is what Bella's biggest tragic flaw is, that she wants to be liked. And she wants to be liked by everybody. Instead of just holding the court and giving and having fun, having the laughter, and doing what she did the previous week. She's changing to suit what she thinks people are going to like instead of just doing what everybody liked in the first place. And I think that's the problem.
That could be true.
That's
I don't.
that's
I
that's
don't think. I don't see Bella being that type of person. I don't think she cares who like her. Go ahead,
that's
John.
what that's what I came here for. Good afternoon, everybody. Beautiful Sunday people. Uh, this the thing though, but I just have a different perspective. I see it how I'm gonna speak on the business side. Okay, she has
Yep.
people. That pay, can y'all hear me?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yes. So she has people that pay a monthly fee, right, to be entertained. So you got to look at the business side. She has to make changes in order for those people to be satisfied. So those people voice their unsatisfaction, right? Now, one thing I did totally agree about what Karen says is the wording. When you said my supporters, so it's like you kind of discounted those that used to be there, right? So that she need to change it. Um, Another thing that yes, you said about the blockade. Yes, that has to be changed because if you're gonna bring some people names, you're gonna have to allow them to get on the panel and voice, defend themselves. That I agree. But
Right.
about the changes, I think that's absolutely correct because the people are not happy with what's happening, and they paying a monthly fee to be satisfied. So that's
Okay, but the changes that people have asked her for, she can't do. So let's be honest. Let's talk about it. Okay. The changes that people have asked of her people as well, she has not provided. So instead of her providing the change that people have asked her to do, what she's done is said, I'm just going to change the name because I can't be accountable, because I can't do things the way that my you know what I'm saying, I say the motive behind my platform goes. I'm just going to change the dynamics of it. I'm just going to turn it into a recap show. And that's fine. Now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, change it into the recap show. But want like her. I think the people liked her show, the concept and the dynamic of the show. You're gonna have people that's gonna complain. That comes with the territory. You take the good, you spit out the bad, right? People are always gonna have something to say. Up to the shit you did. You said you wanted to take this platform down. You said you wanted to do this. You said you wanted to do that. Um, are you going to? There should have been a total revamp, and I actually laid it out for someone to give it to her. What is it, Hoover? Like, had said, hey, what about this stuff? Each show she's deflected, and when people asked her again today, she said, go to this page and go look at all these videos of my courts. In one of those videos, you'll find the answer, and that's just not accountability.
Yes, some of the wordings, yes, she may need some coaching on that. But that's why I say what Karen was saying. You can't just say my supporters. So what about those that were there prior to them finding out some of the things that they don't like now, and now they unfollow and subscribe?
That's what I'm saying. Tap the screen, y'all. Help me reach the live goal. Is it Kevin Proof? I don't know. What's up, Hoover?
So, what I would have done in this instance is I would have addressed the issues at hand that one Sunday. This is what was done. I did it. Let's move on. I then would have actually revamped the whole show. I would have even changed the colors. I would have went black. Then I would have reached out to people throughout the week to be part of the show. The people that were on the dockets, I know this is about to be a little controversial because Nosy said it, and I think Karen said it. I would have actually paid the people who were supposed to be on the docket some money to come to the show. Because at the end of the day, they are what the show is about. But on the business side of it, I would have also calculated what I needed in gifts, subscriptions, and whatever it is that you get paid in on the back end to cover that cost. Then on everybody to be able to see so that they could come to the show. That way you're still interactive with the people that are on your, that you need to come to your show. I mean, at the end of the day, I hate to say it like this, but she's putting a show on for money, right? This is a business.
You think that's what it started from, or you think that's what's happening now?
No, I think it started as a good idea, but then saw that the publicity of it the first couple of weeks was great. I'm sure, I'm sure she made some nice money. And to keep it going, like Beth said, you have people that are paying for a court show. For the past 3 weeks, well, make it 4 weeks, it's been nothing but a rant show.
But I don't think that, yeah, it's been a lot. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think that, me personally, I don't think Bella do it for the money. I think that she does make good money, which I'm proud of her, right? But I don't think that she does it for the money. I think that she does it because it actually was working out. She had a lot of support. She had a big house. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's fair to ask her to pay people when none of us are paying people.
No,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
what I'm saying is I'm not saying necessarily like pay anything big, $10, $20, right? But then you know how you run your platform to make that up so that you're not really coming out of your pocket. Because at the end of the day, you have to have your audience, you have to have people feel like they're being part of something.
But
And
then she gonna be banking on other people money, right? So she's gonna be banking on making a certain amount of money
and
um
that's fine
that
because
Sunday.
that's
And that may not happen.
and
You know what
but
I'm saying?
hey,
That may not be the case.
okay. But I'm just saying that I'm not saying that that's the golden rule or anything, but that's part of the revamp or something I would have did to entice people back to the show.
But people have not left the show. That's the thing. Her show is still full. She still get 2 point some K every Sunday.
Yeah, but
She
hold
still
on.
gets support every
No,
Sunday.
she gets the views, but what I'm saying is the interaction. She and burns so many bridges with people that she's probably not going to get the people on the dockets to interact into it anymore. That's what I'm saying.
So the way that I see
Well,
it
it
is
sounds like she
exactly
don't care about that. Go ahead, Karen. I'm
the
sorry.
way that
Go
I
ahead.
see it is exactly what he's saying. There's views, and then there's also people engaging in that. And so, I do think she should pay people. And I know a lot of people in the comments are like, "Well, we don't pay people. We don't." But we also don't have a show like this where you rely on other people, and then you rely on those people to come into your platform. So think
Oh,
about
you
like
talking about the cases? You talking about
yes,
the
the
case?
cases.
Okay.
So
Right.
think about like Jerry Springer and the Maury Show and all the, especially Jerry Springer used to get find the people in the trailerish park of that you can find. But how did he get them there? He flew those people there. Most of those people did not have the money or the means to get to the Jerry Springer show. He also dressed them, and they have people who would dress them in certain outfits behind stage. I'm not saying that she has to pay them a ton of money or anything like that, but in order to get people there,
An
and so you
incentive.
can and you can also say, so they can no longer say like, you didn't tell me, you forced me to be there. No, I gave you an opportunity, you wanted to plead your case, and I have that. So that's what I mean by pay. I'm not saying it has to be $100. It could simply just be a $20 cash app for an hour of your time. And that's, to me, that guarantees that they can't come back on you and say, hey, you did this and you did that, you forced me up here or anything like that. It's, you kind of guarantee that you're going to have people for your case, because when she doesn't have those direct people, the court case doesn't last very long, because they're not, the people who are involved aren't there to talk about it, so it goes very quickly, so you're kind of wasting time. That's just my.
Yeah. So I'm seeing two different things, right? Yeah. Hold on one second, Jordan. What I'm seeing is two different things with with court, and this is where I think things have messed up, right? I think that the court was going very well. I think that the court was really blossoming. It was really growing. I think that people were willingly coming to the platform to come in court. People actually got excited about being on the docket. You know what I'm saying? That was really good, and it was going really well, right? You had people that didn't like it. You had people that had an issue. Cool. Where the confusion came in was when it was her turn. And this is where everything went down. When it was some things that happened for her, and she didn't own it. She didn't stand on it. Okay, yep, I did this shit. Yep, whatever, whatever. It went to, yeah, I did it, but Hoover did it too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did it, but you know what I'm saying? What about the other people that do it? You get what I'm saying? So in my opinion, and I told Bella this, had Bella just went ahead and led by example and said, I'm going to put myself on the docket, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stand on this, I think that she would have gotten more respect and court would have went right back the same.
Right.
But instead it was like it went down because she kind of like skated around it, and then in other ways she just kept skating around it, so people then lost respect. And you guys are right, it's her court, but this is where the pushback is coming from. And if she asks people how it affected them, the pushback came from, I can't see you be exactly what you're asking for. You're saying this is what I'm presenting. Y'all remember X Files? When y'all asked me to do X Files and me to call an X, even though I've called X's in the past, I had to stand on that. Because if I'm asking y'all to, go into y'all book and reconcile with ex, I also had to show by example, whether I wanted to or not. It's about leading by example, being who you say you are. You get what I'm saying? And when she had the opportunity to do that, she didn't do it. And this is why things are now. And instead of her doing that, now she wants to change the whole dynamic of the court because I can't do it. So now I can't expect y'all to do it. Y'all have to understand that. She now has to learn how to do it. And the fact that she doesn't know how to do it, she's bowing out. And she's changing the whole dynamics of the show. Because I don't know how to be accountable. So I can now no longer expect you guys to be accountable. So I'm just going to have a whole show. Go ahead, Jordan.
I'm sorry. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So let me try to be quick. Let's use a different example. Let's not use anybody's show. Let's use TikTok for example. The complaint that I hear across the app is that when we offer gifts to people, that TikTok takes a great percentage of the gift, and we find that to be unfair. But if you look at it objectively, if you look at it from a business standpoint, TikTok provides the platform, the electricity, all the infrastructure for you to be able to do the job that you're doing. It's only fair that they get a cut of it. You know what I'm saying? You provide the entertainment, you bring in the people, so you get a cut as well. I think that what Hoover is trying to say is in order for people to show up to your platform, to essentially get dragged, to be the entertainment for your platform, there should be some compensation for them. They should be given something. You can't make these people your content and they don't benefit from being the content. Also, I also agree that they should be notified. You should send out your subpoenas, and if somebody declines, then maybe that case shouldn't be heard because it is unfair to have people talked about and they're not present. That doesn't look good. And where is the incentive for the other side to tell the whole truth? It doesn't happen in regular court. It is
I
not
agree.
fair. My Please let me make sure I put this disclaimer out. My position has zero to do with court or anything. My position is about I see us on this app doing great things. I see women making platforms and building television shows essentially on the internet. And I want each one of you to do exceedingly well. We have some exceptional talent among us. Also know that if the people are your entertainment, the people should share in the rewards. Period.
We can't hear you.
Is she
You're
on mute
muted.
or is it me?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
you're
I'm
muted.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I agree. I said I agree with Jordan's mom, and I wanted to address a couple comments. Sober Mind said Bella is not here and she's being discussed. Bella is not blocked from my platform. So that's different. I'm not having a court case about Bella. We're having a conversation about what we've witnessed, right? It's not the same thing. We all get discussed on this app. But to discuss somebody and then close off the space or have a whole, case about somebody and not allow them the opportunity to speak for themselves, to me that's cowardly. That's just my opinion. Should somebody said should all creators that talk about be then paid to have the person come on their panel? So the difference with court and people panels, people request up in the panel, right? That's different. You request up in the panel, you have a choice to come up. It's a difference when you request up in the panel and I need you on my panel for my court case. But I still don't think she should have to pay. That's my opinion.
No, I
I
think
don't think she
there's
has to pay
so
people because I think people willingly go into the. Well, go ahead.
I think the word whenever money is brought up, that's like kind of taboo on here. So there should be some sort of incentive, something. So
Thank you for having me up. I'm going to drop down, but I have one quick question. And that is what does accountability, if Bella were to hold herself accountability to court, what does that look like? Does that look like people coming up to discuss what she did, her holding the poll with, like, what is it?
I said it
What would that
earlier.
look like?
I said it earlier. Accountability comes with owning your shit without derailing. So if I did something, I'll say, yeah, y'all, I did that. You know, I probably should have handled it a different way. I could have went about it a different way. Boom, 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 boom. But it's not, yeah, y'all, I did that. But Hoover, he did that shit too. And y'all didn't have the same reaction when Hoover did it. But y'all got the energy for me when I do it. That's not accountability. That's me now justifying the shit that I did, not really fully owning it, saying, yeah, I did it, but then I'm putting it back on somebody else. Pay attention to me, but then I'm going to shift it to you to pay attention to what they did too. That's not accountability. Accountability is owning it, standing in it, and that's it. People can't continue to beat you over the head with it. No. People can't continue. You don't have to go days for days doing it. No. But own your shit, stand in it, and then move forward.
Okay.
And
I,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kim.
no,
Girl, they think you didn't take accountability as well, but you feel you did. And that's okay. It's okay. If a person can think I didn't take accountability for whatever, that's okay. I know my part. One thing about me, and y'all can show me a time where I've done it. If I'm gonna own some shit, I don't then push it on somebody else. I'm gonna say, yeah, I did that shit. I probably should have handled that differently. Move forward. Now, if a person think that you can beat me over the head with it, you won't. It doesn't work like that. Sorry.
I realize a lot of people are like, but not too long ago, a lot of people thought having a court show was crazy too. And guess what I've seen? A lot of people with court shows. So it really
Mm-hmm.
takes only one person to start a trend. And if there is someone who is willing to pay people who have beef and willing to pay them to come to their platform, again, you guys are thinking we're not talking hundreds of dollars. We're talking, maybe, 20 or whatever, $20 or something. Times change. This app changes. The flow of this app is changing constantly. Somebody in the comments, Karen, did you pay? No, I didn't. But the reason, but I didn't have that ability to, and I also, it wasn't something that had came up at the time when I was doing my court show. Most of the people who came to Karen's court asked to be there. I never searched out anybody on a docket. I never went to the comments section and said, put a writing pencil in and said, you're going to be on the docket. People who came to me wanted to be on there. So there's some differences. Now, if I was to restart Karen's Court now, I would probably pay people because there's also competition in that. Let's just be honest, there's competition there. So yeah,
So,
absolutely. I absolutely would look at doing that because it is a way to boost your own platform.
so Karen, then I got a question for you, Hoover and T. If that's gonna be the case, any other content creator, if they make some
Alrighty. Thank you, Nene.
that they should be paying them to?
No, you're not.
Um,
It depends on your platform and what you're trying to do. If you're trying to hold a court show and you want people to appear to that court show and you need those people, you because, like, think of every court show, right? Every court, Judge Joe Brown, you don't have a case if the two people aren't standing there to defend it. He's not gonna he can't talk to himself. Essentially, it's going to be boring. Why has her show been boring these last few weeks? Ask yourself, sit back and really think about why her show has not taken off the last few weeks. Yes, there has been people watching it, but why hasn't there been the people? Because the people who are going to be on the docket aren't there.
Right, right. I get that.
Facts.
The reason why
Facts.
I'm asking that though is this. We see it all day long. It's other content creators that make other people their content.
Yeah, but Babs, there's a difference. Right now, it's 8 of us on this panel, right?
Mhm.
T don't need either one of none of us on this panel.
Right,
We requested up.
right.
true.
The show needs people because it's a show. You can't have a court, show without people, without defendants and things of that nature.
Can I say something, T? Can I say something to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, accountability court, from what I can tell, is a recap, right? It's a recap where people get a chance to tell their side of the story. Because, okay, let's say, for instance, me and Shy Heart, I'm gonna name her because that's my baby. Me and Shy Heart have a disagreement at 3:27 p.m. In your room, right? Guess what? People start flooding in here. They don't remember the beginning, or they didn't get the beginning. The blogs pick up pieces, so they didn't get it. So what happens? Everybody come on Sunday, so both of them can say their parts, tell what really happened, how it started, and so on and so forth. So I looked at it as recap where everybody can get their sides taken out, if they choose. You know what I mean? So when we say people don't have to, people have to come, they don't have to come. The people, like it's 7 people on this panel outside of me. So if they're here when the fight start, they can come in and say, thank you for the keys. They can come in and say, hey, I was there right before it happened, and this is what I witnessed. Even if I can't show up, or Shy Heart can't show up. So to try to tell Bella, oh, you need them people, so pay them, is wrong.
Then how? Oh,
Can I say
go
something real
ahead.
quick?
The
So
issue. Hold
basically,
on.
what
Yeah.
Bella,
The issue.
what?
I was just gonna say to Kiana, the issue that I have is saying I have a court where everybody can be. We're gonna talk about. Okay, Omar gonna have a live, and he gonna be talking, and you go to Omar, Kiana, and say, "Hey, I'm lagging. Okay, I'm gonna fix it." You go to Omar and say, "Hey, I want to bring tea time on the docket." Omar got tea time blocked. To me, Omar would have to make 2 decisions because this has nothing to do with me and Omar. Omar will then say, okay, I'm going to unblock tea time, or you might got to take that somewhere else because I don't fuck with Shorty like that. Bella has said, I will still have the conversation whether I like you, you blocked or not. You don't get the opportunity to have the choice if I have you blocked. That's what I have an issue with. Go ahead, Omar.
Her husband, because in
I
the
was gonna say,
background, a lot of people say, where's her husband? He
hey
always
husband,
right here. He
hey
always
husband.
right here.
Hey,
Okay.
hubby.
So look, this is what I was gonna say.
Hey, hubby.
They say, hey, Uncle Tony.
So T-Time, this is what
There
I'm
you
saying.
go.
Yo,
Basically,
Kiana is hell, man.
ba-
Looking like she 12. Look at
God bless
T-Time
her.
looking all 12. Hey,
move
let,
it.
baby.
let it let it be, man. Let it be. It's all right.
Okay. So look, what I was saying is basically this shit is a free app, right? So right now, T, if me and you get into it on this panel right now, I could block you. I could go hold a whole damn live for the next 2 weeks, for the next 2 months, talking shit about you and you blocked. It's happened to me. It's happened to all of us up here in this panel. So most of the time when Bella do those shows,
But
people
it's not
are
the
taking
premises
these.
of your show, though, Omar.
No, I understand, but I'm just giving you I'm just this is how I see it. So when Bella does those shows, the times that I've been on the docket, I think I responded once. The other 2 times, once I was banned, the other one I said it ain't even worth my time. So it's up to you if you take your ass up there. It's the same if any of us join any other panel. So for her, all these other people, a lot of the new creators that I've seen come out over the last 6 months, all they do is talk about other people and recap them. And some of those people have them blocked and they still talk shit. So what I'm saying is, for her, out of everybody, long as y'all been on this app longer than I have, as far as going live, for her, everybody, all of a sudden, for her to have to charge people to come up there, I think it's utterly bullshit. And I think I'm just being real because
You need
everybody
to
on
pay
here
people.
at some point do recaps and they talk about somebody else and they talk about people that's blocked. So I'm just saying, for real, I think it's bullshit. It's a free app. And now all of a sudden she should have to pay people. Okay, so now if she paid people, say if she did pay $5, $10, $20, now her show is dependent on that. What if the gifts stop coming in? What if the cash app stop coming in? That's money coming out of her pocket. Everybody on
That's what
this
I was
app,
saying. Yeah.
everybody on this app want to make money basically like an independent record label. You want to try to get as much money as you can without having to give a cut. And TikTok already taken a cut as far as gifts. And then on Cash App send you an invoice at the end of the year letting you know what you need to pay taxes on from them. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, I totally disagree. And that's why I'm cool with a lot of y'all because we agree to disagree. But I disagree. I don't think she should have to pay nobody shit. I just feel if you blocked, and she continued to talk shit about you, that's what it is. Or if you choose to take your ass up there, that's on you.
Okay, real quick to that.
Right. And hold on, Hoover. Speak Your Truth said y'all having a 1.6K live about Bella. we will have a 1.6K live if we was talking about anything else on this platform. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Talking about her or not. It's funny how y'all come here and saying, but y'all talking about her though, but she spends the whole morning speaking of everybody else as creators. So don't come over here and clock who we talking about when she's not blocked from here. She's not blocked from this platform. She's welcome to come in and speak. She doesn't have the doors are not closed to her. So we can always have a conversation, but we still can speak on our opinion. You know what I'm saying? Speak your truth. You create beef with people just so you can hold a live about them and still can't get 10 people. So I understand why it's frustrating for you because don't nobody come fuck with you anyway. You, in order for you to even get more than you and another, maybe a moderator in your room, you got to bring up a name and still can't get past a certain level. So I can get why you frustrated or you over here laughing and talking shit. But at the end of the day, we don't need to talk about Bella to get 1,000 people up in here.
He get 3 to 5. Don't give him 10.
I say 10 if you bring up a creator. Go ahead, y'all.
Okay,
Two is
can I?
Real
impossible.
quick, can I reply to Omar real quick? So
Yeah, go ahead.
understanding, like I said, I'm a be big enough and retract the money part of it, right? But I do still believe there needs to be an incentive. And here's why. To get the show back to where it was, you do understand that she's fallen out with multiple creators, multiple what I want to call little cliques, crews, and things of that nature. How do you get the show back to where it was without any incentive?
I don't
Um,
think it's. I think time.
I'm gonna
Go
reply
ahead.
back to you with that, Hoover. We all have. Me, Karen, Diamond, everybody that fell out. And we're looking at Bella's numbers. Her numbers this morning, she still had 2,000 people in there.
Them
And
She'll still
views.
have 2,000 people in there. Yep.
but I'm
Yeah,
just saying though, so if you look at it right now, just and we all on TikTok all the time. I'm not on here like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We click in, log in at this motherfucker all day. What I've been noticing is any page with drama, everybody is getting 1,000 views, and they think that that's something. So that's how I look at analytics. If everybody's getting 1,000 views ain't shit.
right.
So now the people like Diamond, Karen, Tyme is getting 2,000, 3,000 just on the regular. They are still a step ahead of the people who think they doing something with 1,000 views. You understand what I'm saying? So for Bella to still have 2,000 views, and she's fallen out with these people. She's had her little bumps in the road, everything that she's been going through. I don't even know everything that's been going on with it because I've been living real life. But I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
from what I seen this morning when I logged in, nothing changed, and she wasn't even talking. She was just asking people how's everything that's happened affected her. So that's why I'm like, it's still
What
rolling.
affected other
You know what I'm
people?
saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
are
Well,
we
yeah, because I think people are coming. They're expecting something, right? So
Right.
now you got people coming just because they're waiting to see what you're gonna do, what you're gonna say,
okay?
right? So that's where that's coming from. People are coming now. They like, okay, well, what's next? But I also think people are addicted too. Like I don't think regardless she's gonna lose people. None of us that have already established a support system are going to lose people because the support system is stronger than the people that don't fuck with us, right? And the people that don't fuck with us, they still make us relevant because they'll then stream us from their own live stream. They still come from fake pages, so you still give us attention. You still get us on the For You page. So at this point, I don't think you can ever get rid of anybody that already have built their support. You get what I'm
I'm, I,
saying?
I don't. I
Um,
don't think. I don't think that we should look at views as. So we have to remember that other than that's different from other platforms, right? That's different from your platform right here. Back to getting people to be interactive to the show. Not necessarily everybody's going to come in there and look and sit all day. And I'm going to say this, I don't even think it's 100% Bella. I think it's the time in the day more than anything.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
Right.
She got a
So,
good
but
day,
my
but
point,
I
yeah,
think.
but my
Go
point
ahead.
is that how do you get people to be back interactive? What incentive can you do to get people to show up and make it good again?
And
At this
but
point, there's nothing she can do though. Like it's
also
time.
Well,
also
It's
I
yeah,
want
time.
people
Go ahead.
that's the thing.
I want people to really look at Bella too. Like, I don't know if people see, she's burnt out. She was in tears. She's trying to make it seem like, this isn't as big of a deal as it is. But when you get on TikTok and you start asking people, what can you do, and then you want to change the name and things like that, she's burnt out. And I'm telling you, she's burnt out because it's feeling like it's not worth it, because the backlash. And like some other people are saying, because she's not standing on business, but I think it's because she doesn't know what she's really standing on or what she really wants to stand for. If you're going to do a platform where you say anybody is anybody, you're going to get talked about, then you should allow those people to get talked about, and they should be able to come to your platform whether you block them or not, so as long as they didn't say anything to physically harm you.
Yeah.
That's why she's
Yeah.
feeling this way. She's overwhelmed. She's trying to please an audience and realizing that that audience can quickly turn on you because you're not standing on what you truly feel.
Okay, can I just say,
Ebb and flow.
I,
I'm sorry, darling. Business have an ebb and flow. The one thing that Bella does have going for her is consistency. When people can find you on an exact page at an exact time on an exact day, you're gonna have, you're gonna have an audience because the consistency that she brings. But business has an ebb and a flow. And you think about all the content creators. There has been time after a big, whatever, their room didn't have as many people. Then you turn around and look, their room got 3 and 4 times the people it had prior to that scandal. You know what I'm saying? So she may just be going through today's scandal. 3, 4 weeks from now, she may come back and have 7,000 people in the room as opposed to the 3,400 she usually carries. So business has an ebb and a flow, but she does have something going for her, which is consistency. And so you're going to work out the kinks. You know what I mean? The kinks get worked out every day in business. The longer you're a business owner, the more you're going to see, okay, this doesn't work. Let me say, the only consistency in life is you know what I'm saying? It's change. So she can change her show as she see fit. She can rebrand her show every 6 months, every anniversary date, however she sees fit. But I just feel like right now, everybody is harping on her. We've seen this before. She will be old news as far as scandal in 3 to 4 weeks, and everybody will be back to business as usual. I promise it will.
I agree with
okay,
that as well. I think the more that people have these kind of conversations, um, Sunday people are going to be there bright and early because they want to see a response. So regardless of anything, when we have these kind of conversations, which I'm never trying to make her irrelevant, I want her to thrive. I want her to flourish. But we've seen it happen with all creators, Hoover. When you talked about in the streets a lot, it doesn't take our numbers. It makes us grow. Because you're gonna have people be like, well, who is that? Oh shoot, I like this. I like this idea. You're gonna forever get new people. You know what I'm saying? So I think for her, it's going to take time. But what I think for her longevity wise, right, is moving forward. If it gets to a point where something happens and she mishandles something, just own it. I think that will build her more on in a solid way than not, because that's what she will be known as. Like you create what people know you as. You know what I'm saying? So people will say, "Oh well, she I know Bella. If she did it wrong, she gonna say she did that shit." You know what I'm saying? So I just say moving forward, just own your shit because you're gonna fuck up again. We all do. We all fuck up. Just own where you fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? I think that then, regardless of what people have issues with, people are still not going to accept your fuck up, whatever. But people are going to know, well, she still took accountability. Some people are going to pick that apart. Fuck that. You get what I'm saying? Long as you stand on business when it comes to you, you will forever grow and you will remain solid. She's not going to. You keep spamming that in the comments. Who is this? They keep saying no host. Who is this? They keep spamming that in my comments. They're saying no host has clean hands. No host claims to have clean hands on this side of TikTok. It's how you handle it when your hands get dirty.
You're
Thank you,
right.
Storm, for the subscriptions. That's it. We all fuck up. It's what you do with it when you fuck up.
That's what I said, T. If that was me, I'd have took 1 week, stood on business. Kind of would have
Thank you,
told most.
Storm.
Kind of would have told most of the people to fuck off. To be really honest, and I would have kept my show going.
But
Yeah.
you know what happens, though, right? Y'all know what happens. So here's an example. If me and T get into it right now, right? Majority of this live, it's what, almost 2,000 people here. Majority of this live, they're gonna take one of our sides. And they gonna come over there, they might come over here to T side and my side, and they gonna come over, they gonna be blowing T up, gifting her, giving her likes, giving her views, everything, right? In the moment, and then they gonna be talking, it could be shit talked about me or whatever. Then the moment that T fucks up on another end or somewhere, guess what they gonna do? They gonna bring up the Omar gate. They gonna bring up this. Then T numbers might recede some. And then it's gonna go to another side. That's what TikTok do. Nobody really have loyalty on here except for the people that you've built it with and you've seen it with over time. And so, and that goes for the comments, and that goes for the people that join the panels, and that goes for your mutuals. You understand what I'm saying? So I think all she has to do is just do another court date. Do another court date. That'll speak for everything that we're talking about. Let her do another court date and see what the numbers do, see if it's still rolling. And that's it, because like y'all said, if she's been talking about herself for like the last two Sundays or whatever, when she do another Sunday just strictly about court, you go see what it is. And I don't think she's going nowhere, because ain't nobody else getting up on those damn Sunday morning doing their thing, and everybody's looking to tune into her.
Okay,
Right.
so
Yeah.
can y'all hear me?
Hey, Rox. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I hear people saying it's like a business, right? So when people start businesses, a lot of times we really don't know what it is to run a business because we never did. So you leave room for trial and error. Okay. So she did her trial and error, whatever it is. When you bring in people into your life, it's not good to talk about these people behind their back. Now, I've watched Tea Time several times have this type of stuff go on, but Tea Time had people in there. The people that was being talked about was in her room, able to say what they wanted to say, defend themselves, and say what really happened if it really happened. Okay, she's done that. When you want to have court, though, okay, and remember, your people in your box and your chat, they gonna take what they learned from yours to theirs, and then they gonna take it from theirs to theirs. So you have to be careful when you say stuff about people. Okay, it would be much easier if her, not her moderators, but her, go in these people inboxes, have them say yes to a consent that you can have this case. Because what you're doing is you having people that may not even know nothing about the case judging the case. So therefore, where do
I
you get the
agree.
truth from? Do you blame her? Because technically she really not saying nothing. She's leaving everything up to the chat. All
Yeah.
she doing is playing the videos or the recordings. People in chat playing recordings. This is what I'm saying. You everybody going to everybody chat. So I heard about Tea Time when I heard her being talked about on such and such page. So that made me want to come to Tea Time page. So now that I know what Tea Time page is about, now I'm finna go spread what I think Tea Time page is about. And now Tea Time name is in these streets. And Tea Time ain't had no way to defend herself. So yeah, she can bounce back because once you got supporters, you got your supporters. You don't worry about losing your supporters. Everybody on here doing the same thing. Everybody trying to be a content creator. Everybody trying to make money. Everybody trying to start their businesses. That's what's going on here. Yes, it's messy. It's messy, but it gets messy when you're not controlling the business that you are running. It could shut your business down. You can still have the supporters, but now you got so many people against you that now what cases do you carry?
Yeah.
And then you talk
And
about the
again,
people
that's what
without them
and that's
knowing.
why she's
Then
revamping it. She's
yeah, and
revamping it
that's why you
now.
can. That's why people
Yeah.
lashing out at her. I just seen her say, um, "This case is about such and such, such and such. Y'all can go and inform him that they being talked about." No, this your show. You inform those people. Why are you leaving your chat responsible for that? Let's take some responsibility for this. Like real talk. Don't send your chat to come look for me. You come look for me. It's your show. Talk to me about if I want my business or whatever. back out here, especially if it's something that's dead and you bring it back
Well,
up.
people get mad when they don't win. Kev got mad. I don't know if Kev got mad because he didn't win. I think Kev got mad because I don't think he had time to decide. Like I think that um okay, so for me this is court. And I haven't seen this. Um if I'm gonna be on the docket, and I think what I think she started doing that. She had took this advice early on and then she stopped doing it. If I want to be on the docket, at least give me an heads up to know. Send me an inbox and be like, hey T, such and such wants to bring you to court. You know what I'm saying? You've been served. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is your choice if you want to come or not. But we're gonna have court on Sunday at this time. Your case to be seen. I think that that would be the respect. Like, here's the thing: y'all saying people can do what they want to do, but we all involve people, right? If you want support, you still have to respect people. I know she did used to do that. Give people the respect you want to receive. This whole dynamic includes the people, right? So she doesn't do it anymore. She stopped doing it. So what we're missing is, regardless if you want to do what you want to do, you're still involving other people. So have a level of respect so you can build an alliance, so you can build a team, you can build a strong support. That's just what it is. So when you start cutting corners and saying fuck people, you then start to lose solid people. Your consistency level goes away. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not being solid. So then people just start to drop off because they can't fuck with the fact that you're no longer being, or you are not showing solid. You're not showing accountable. You're not standing on business. So that matters as a creator because our platforms are built on our support. Go ahead, y'all.
I like that idea. Um, because I see some people saying that she used to do it. Yes, she needs to get back on that. But also, let's not forget this is social media. You're gonna stop people from talking about who they want to talk about. It's not gonna happen.
That's not the point. So, okay, how can I do this?
No, I get
I
what you're
use
saying. That's why I say
myself. I use
I agree. I
myself
agree with you.
as an example. I don't talk about nobody that can't come in this box. I am one of those creators. I don't block you. I don't silence you. If I'm gonna say something about you, you have the opportunity and the option to come up in this box because I'm not scared of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let nobody else discuss you, and you're not allowed to come up in this box. It's not about doing what you want to do. It's principle. And that what makes you different than other people. When you block people and still discuss them, it makes way for what happened today. She got reported and her page got shut down twice. It discouraged her. You know what I'm saying? It messes up her reputation for the Millie and all of that stuff. Because now you know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen more often. Somebody said, no, you allow people to disrespect you. Because you can't disrespect me because I don't fuck with you for real. That's the part that y'all don't get about if you gonna say this is a business, treat it like a business. You can say what the fuck you want to say about me. We gonna have this conversation and then you can get dropped. We can be done with the conversation. It ain't about these people don't know me and I don't know them. But y'all look at it as disrespect. I look at it as okay, and what? You ain't gonna move me. So who cares? Say what you may. Go ahead. It wasn't about driving. If you get blocked for driving, it's a 15-minute block, y'all. It's a 15-minute block. For driving, it's a 15-minute block. It's not an all-day block. So it had nothing to do with her driving.
But she had the background too. Yeah, that couldn't be the case.
The people who was reporting her admitted to reporting her, so it was about someone reporting her. But the reality is this: I think Bella should, when she can through the week, she should come into some of the panels and get back acclimated with panels because it's a beast in the panel, and see with her being up there, exchange with people. Maybe she needs to do because her skin got to get thicker. Like T, you yes, you sitting over there in the big box, but you argue with the comments all day. You argue with us on the panel. You be going, you give the exchange, so you get, you know what I'm saying, you get your tools in. So maybe she get in the panels again or hold a little, something through the week that, kind of gets her exchanging words with the, Bella wants it as if you say something I don't like, your ass got to go. And sometimes that makes people go, I just said it today, but next week I'm gonna actually agree with exactly what you said. You know what I mean? So now we can't be friends forever. And that's the only thing. That's the only thing I'd be like, Bella, just stand on business and make them. And if they're gonna say it, make them say it in your face. Put them in your room so they can say it in your face. You know what I mean? And then you get to say what you want back, and then you go on from there. That's the only thing. I think she don't want them to be able to say what they want to say, and then they go to other rooms and say it, and then they get a crowd as opposed to saying it in her face. And she's in her room, so she run her room. The crowd gonna go with her. They're gonna agree with her. So I'd rather them come to my room and talk shit to my face. They mean, you know what I'm saying? Then them go to their room and then they run a narrative on me. That's the way I look at it. Let them do it in her face.
I agree. I agree. Whew, I don't know.
I just want to make a comment. I think that when content creators come out with a platform, I think I heard you guys say consistency wins today. I mean, if you're going to treat this as a business, like T said, you got to treat it as a business. Nobody turns away customers. We ask you to be kind and courteous when you come in our store or our place of business. However, our cash registers are always open. If you limit your opportunities, you limit your opportunities. And I think what she's doing in particular is she's trying to find a brand when she's already established one. That just comes from what I would call naivety.
Yeah.
Like if you've never done this or you've never run an organization where you had a whole bunch of input and very little output from yourself, it's kind of blinding. Like T handles it well. There's other content creators on here that does it. I think it's just new to her.
She'll figure it out. I just don't agree with the blocking thing. That's just what I disagree with. And I don't agree with her. Um, so and what I feel ain't got nothing to do with her. I hate for her that now she's moved to I'm not gonna speak, I'm not gonna have no input, I'm not gonna talk, I'm gonna let everybody else handle it. I'm just gonna sit here and let the people run it. To me, that means like you have given up. You have allowed yourself to remove yourself completely, but you're still going to be blamed. It's not going to take away the fact that you're still holding a space for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think going back and forth with somebody is standing on business good old time. But I do think if you block somebody, just don't address them at all. That's standing on business. You get what I'm saying? To me, the moment you choose to block them, you choose to remove them from your space, and you remove yourself from theirs. So discussing them again, it defeats the purpose of blocking, right? So standing on business is if I blocked you, I ain't got shit to say to you or about you. I'm removing myself from you completely. So that to me is standing on business. It's not blocking somebody and then talking shit about them or allowing other people to come talk shit about them. Go ahead.
I don't think blocking is there. I mean, it's like throwing a rock and hiding your hand, and somebody turns around and you got your hands behind your head like I didn't do it. You can't throw rocks at glass houses and not expect a blowback or the shatter to come back, and that's what's happening. You can't. I mean, if you're going to be an inclusive platform, a building, you have to be inclusive. All these blockings, I guess, to protect your page, your image, or whatever else, is not helping you actually do that. It actually hurts you. It shows immaturity and that you can't handle conflict. I mean, if you're going to be a big personality, you got to be able to handle controversy. And it just seems like at this moment, she's not
So,
equipped to handle that
so
controversy.
I got a question then. T. If that's going to be the case, doesn't mean that she's going to have to resolve her issue with those people that she blocked.
No, it's people that I have and I don't fuck with on this app, Babs. If somebody talking about and they know they can come up. They don't even have to say nothing to me. They know they could come up and still talk to that person and then they'll leave. It's just as simple as that because that's the space that I hold. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You get what I'm saying? So if somebody's speaking on you, Bab, and I really don't rock with that person, right? Let's just say I don't have them blocked because I don't block people. They're still able to come up even if I don't like them, right?
They
So
can talk about me because I fight.
because you're speaking about them now, if it's that point where I block, what I would say to you is, Babs, I don't fuck with that person, and we ain't even gonna talk about them over here because they can't defend themselves. You get what I'm saying? So I don't have to tolerate your disrespect, but that means I also don't have to discuss you either. Because if I feel like you disrespected me and I've already handled that by blocking you, there's no need for me to even discuss you either. You get what I'm saying? And
Yep.
there's no need for me to discuss you in my space because now I'm opening the door for you to maneuver around, create another page, control me, report me, which they do that anyway. Now it's even worse because I'm talking about you, so I'm giving you more ammo to come at me and come for me because I done silenced you, and then now I'm now boo booing you by talking about you. And to me, you're gonna get what you get, what comes with that. So shut it down.
Well,
Just shut it
I don't
down.
put this. I don't put this disclaimer up here. Just excuse me. You talking about me, bitch? We fighting. Cause I'm fighting.
Right, but what if somebody talking about you and I blocked you, and everybody keeps sharing you alive, and you like, what's going on? I can't see it. Oh, they talking about you like a dog, but I blocked you.
No, I get it. I get it.
It's
I
cowardly.
just wanted to see. I just wanted to see what trying to understand what would be the a good solution.
It's to be able to remove your feelings.
I understand.
It's literally be able to remove your feelings and handle this like business. It's like working in the You can't come up from your control page, Cupcake. You can go on the troll page all day, but you can't come up. You can't go in the box from it, right? That's what I was gonna say, Jordan's mom. If I work for the welfare office, right, and I don't fuck with Nikki, and Nikki coming, I get her as a case. I literally have to remove the fact that I don't fuck with Nikki, and I still have to service her. Nikki still have to come in. I still have to, do business with Nikki. I still cannot discuss what Nikki came and applied for in this office with my outside friends because this is a business, right? Yes, I do, Sadari, or you lose your job. At the end of the day, my issue with Nikki has nothing to do with this job. It's outside of this. Well, Sadari, that's you. Again, that's because y'all don't know how to remove your feelings and you'll forever be turning people away. At the end of the day, it's okay to be like, I don't fuck with you, but we gonna handle this in the business way.
I mean, that's what
I
makes
ain't
you a
gotta be
boss
your
anyway.
friend to have
Yeah,
a
that's what makes you a
conversation.
boss.
Right. And a lot of people don't have the ability to do that.
Yeah, that's
Which
what
is
makes you a
why a
boss.
lot of people will continue to fail in life. Because they don't have the ability to maneuver around motherfuckers they don't fuck with and still be able to do business with, dabble in, and still get the fuck up out of there.
The good part
I
is
don't
she
gotta
gonna
like
win the
you.
fight. She gonna win the fight. It happens in her house. So she gonna have 3,000
Right.
people in the comments, and probably 2,800 of them gonna be in her favor. So she gonna win every fight when they. And that's why I said, bring them to your turf. Bring them to your turf, and chew their ass up on your turf, because you gonna win. It's your turf.
Mhm.
Yeah, but in a lot of ways, that shows weakness. That shows lack of. Okay, if you can't handle what you're giving and what you are allowing to be given, then you shouldn't be giving it. Okay,
Right. So, and
if you
somebody
hit
said,
if
somebody
you
just, hold
hit
on.
me, I
Hold on
can
one
hit
second,
you back.
Kingdom. Because somebody said it's a conflict of interest and you'll have to hand over the case. That's my point exactly, since we want to go there. You hand it over to somebody else because I'm protecting I can't handle, I can't deal with it. That's fine. That's my point. I'm glad y'all made that point because that then means I still cannot discuss you or handle you because there is a conflict of interest. So y'all still are proving my point. If I don't fuck with you, I cannot deal with you. She would not have any content.
So T, are you saying that technically she should go knock those battles down before she start court up again?
Yes, if you have somebody blocked, right, and this
Mm-hmm.
person is on the docket, you either make that decision not to put them on the docket or you unblock them for the case. You get what I'm saying? Or there are two choices, like having the case without being able that person to be able to choose to be on, like that person saying I don't want to be on it because she kept using that today. She kept saying, "Hey, but they don't come. They still have a choice." So that will still be left on them. They can't come after you by them deciding not to show up, right? But once you take their choices from them and you still have a conversation about them, and this conversation has nothing to do with you, that's a coward move.
Yeah, if you're
Just don't
not
put
if
it on the
you're not
docket.
strong enough, then the people that you are, if you don't resolve it, then you're gonna begin to lose people to even talk about they they issues. Like then it's gonna start falling apart because you don't got enough drama going on.
You know, one of the things that content creators miss is that everyone is not perfect, and you may catch me in a bad situation or a frame of mind or something like that. But if you're blocked, you'll never get an opportunity to see me in the best light. So instead of blocking people, I think people think blocking people protects their pages from shutting down, but as you see today, that's not the case. So your block basically just doesn't give people an opportunity to see you in different lights, different times of year, different experiences, and really get to know you, who you are as a content creator. And when you block people, you're basically blocking off an audience that may have one issue with you, but can agree with you on nine other ones. And because of that one, if you block them, that's where it's up and it's stuck right there. You
And somebody keeps saying, and I could tell a lot of y'all don't hold live streams or y'all don't have a successful platform, right? You said that's the choice you make when you come to somebody's platform and be disrespectful. Correct. So when I choose to revoke your position to be in my space, I then remove the option of even talking about you in my space. Period. Because I blocked you. You are no longer allowed in my space. That means your name, your likeness, your image, your on the backdrop, nothing. You're no longer a part of my space. I'm not feeding you. Period. You are now not allowed to even be spoke upon in my space because speaking of you can become a problem because you disrespectful. That's how you handle disrespect. It's not, I'm going to block you, but let everybody talk about you, okay, Karen, around me. And just sit back and be like, yeah, I blocked that motherfucker, but y'all can talk about him, though. Where they do that at? You going to get what you get. You going to get what comes with that. You going to get dragged from that.
Yeah, and I still think it's most definitely wrong, but I also feel like she gonna have the supporters that turn on her, but that do create entertainment. I remember when I was up here like maybe a few days ago, and I was saying like people do publicity stunts what people wants to see. Bro, there's a lot of people that love to see the messy TikTok or talking about other people. That's why she's getting recorded, and when you look up, she's relevant. People like that's what people like to see though. So I don't think everybody's gonna really just be like, okay, I'm not watching her. I'm gonna unfollow her. I'm not seeing her.
Nobody is.
No, there's people that's
Nobody
gonna.
is. They going to still
There's a lot of people that's gonna still support
watch
her.
her. Yeah, everybody going to subscribe. I'm going to be there Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But in order for like it not to get boring, what she's trying to do, be
Mhm.
quiet. What she's trying to do, um, is gonna get old. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna make for
Yeah.
more trouble. Like if you finna change it now to a recap and you're not gonna speak, she's gonna feel she's gonna be put in a box. I'm thinking about her longevity wise. You get what I'm saying? She's now putting herself in a box.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to have any input. I'm just going to hold the space. Now she's shutting herself down. She's allowing the people to silence her. And she's only going to be able to do that for so long.
True. True.
You know, so it's going to, just because y'all people have been doing that, you got to be tough for this. You just got to stand on who you are. Her being quiet and doing that, it's going to put her in this, she going to quit before somebody else, before they stop watching her. Because it's not going to be fun for her. It's not going to have any of her in it. It's going to be ran by the people.
True.
So hopefully she doesn't allow this to do that to her. So y'all looking at it like she could do what she want to do, but I'm looking at it like it's gonna fuck with her mental. You gotta be built for this. Go ahead, Uber.
Hey T, I got to drop, but thanks for letting me up. Y'all have a good
No
Sunday.
problem.
See ya.
Okay. Somebody said, "Did you tell her this?" I'm saying it now. Crazy because T, you don't want to tell you how to run your platform, which I'm not. I'm speaking my opinion. Somebody just asked me, "Did I tell her?" And no, I didn't, because I don't want nobody telling me what to do on my platform. But people have had their opinions, and I can't stop them. Y'all don't see me crying about it. I tell my people not to even fight for me. I'm not telling her what to do. I'm speaking on I'm actually saying my perspective, my opinion. I can do that. I have the right to do that. You can't tell me to shut up about it. Neither can she. And if she decides to have a conversation about me, which you guys say she could do what she wants to do, she's had it. Many people have. I ain't told nobody don't talk about me, and I ain't told nobody to keep my name out their mouth. You know why? Because I know I can't make nobody not talk about me. So I've moved beyond that. I wouldn't dare tell anybody don't talk about me and keep my name out their mouth. Go ahead. Anybody else? Before I get up out of here and go in this weather, probably go get in the pool.
No, I think that's all I had to say.
Yeah. I wish her the best. You know, it's been a lot of other stuff that's going on in this in these streets. I just hope this don't break her. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I think her platform is going to continue to blossom. I just hope that she doesn't allow it to make her what they want her to be and be what she want to be. So we're just getting opinions on today, not yesterday. Oh man, yesterday was a shit show. Yesterday was a shit show. Um, it was a real life shit show. Okay. And I don't think y'all really want me to say y'all don't want me to start going through timelines. Y'all don't want me to start going through stuff because y'all might, people gonna be mad at me. I'm trying not to.
Can you do it?
T,
Is it
don't
just
don't
repeat?
don't do it. If you ain't got to get in that frying pan, don't even get in it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot.
If you can just turn the skillet on. I mean, I really had some real life things to do this weekend, so I don't know. Can you kind of like summarize it?
No, you might have to go to 411. It's on 411.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. I said it's on 411. Bistro, I let you in. You still circling. Try again, Bistro. The recap from yesterday. It was a lot. R.I.P. to Gen X. R.I.P. to Gen X. I will say that. Um, she was on my platform not too long ago. Not even a month ago. We had a whole conversation about people on this app. No matter what you do and how much you do it, them still basically it has to be this for people to believe you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scary, Big Spike. I pick and choose my battles now. Like I just pick and choose my battles because I don't think like the rest of the people, and a lot of shit I say and think is problematic. But Gen X was here, and I like Gen X. I always like Gen X. I was probably one of the first platforms on this side of TikTok that she would frequent. I used to call them sacrificial nights. I used to be on live till like 4, 5 in the morning, and she was one of the people that would frequent my live, and this is where we would get people up like middle of the night, and they'd be, like we just used to have them kind of lives where people would share they stories, and one of the stories that she had was when she had got shot and all this stuff, and her resilience, and um all of the stuff that she had been through. It was dope to have her, have a conversation and be able to talk about a lot of those things that, her daughter being trafficked. It was a lot of stuff that she shared on my platform. On top of that, we had one issue, and then we reconciled that. But she used to do these nasty lives too, y'all. But she will always get banned. Because if you needed to know how to be nasty, nasty, Gen X will teach you how to be nasty, nasty. But it was to the point where she would get us banned. Like, we couldn't really have the conversations. Like, and it was very educational, about some things like, if you doing anal, it's certain things you got to do to take care of that before you do that, like, and we would talk about all kind of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the conversation topic, we could never stay live because she would always get banned, I would get banned, she would get banned, you know, um, it was just like that. So I did a prayer when she that and stuff. You get what I'm saying? And if you have an opportunity to make amends with a person, do that. Um, Funny thing, accountability court. Funny thing, we talking about this. If it's lagging, I'm sorry. Hold on. Funny thing, we talking about this because the first accountability court, the first time accountability court came about is how me and Gen X made amends. Um, I just happened to. It was crazy because um she started, that's when they first started trying to have the little court to have the topics, and she was up there, and I used it as an opportunity to ask her like, what's up with us, you know what I'm saying, what happened with us, and that kind of opened the door for us to have a conversation because we weren't in that space to do so. um So a lot of times on this app, it be such dumb shit where we mad at somebody or we done fell out with somebody or whatever, and then something like this happens and you never had the chance to make that amends. And what I do respect about her is she took that opportunity to make amends with those that she had wronged, right, or that felt that she had wronged them. I admire her for that. Another person that did that and we didn't know she was doing it was Vada. Before Vada passed away, Vada did the same thing. Vada went around the live streams, and y'all, I got chills when I think about this because a lot of times they know. It's like they know something is getting ready to happen, so they, peacefully transition, they do what it is that their heart is. Sometimes it's intuition, or sometimes it's like just a feeling they get. They may not know exactly what's coming, but something's coming, right? And Vada did the same thing. She was on my panel the 2 nights before she passed, and me and her had a little, spat, right? And I had Vada blocked. I blocked her. She made me so mad, and I had just unblocked her maybe like a month or so before she passed away. Yeah. Give me 5 minutes.
No, 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 1 minute.
Okay. A month or so before Night Sisters, yeah. A month or so before she passed away, we made up, and
Mama,
she came up in a live, and she had thanked me for
Grandma, you never give me a minute.
I do. You get minutes all the time. Give me a second.
No,
Hold on.
I always
Y'all.
get you.
He ready to go home. Yeah, we finna do something. But anyway, I'm glad that I decided not to come on yesterday, because I think my timing would have been off, and my motive would have been off. Okay. I felt the same way a lot of other creators did, and it wasn't my place to feel this way, right? Janex was on my platform before she passed, when people were questioning, was she really sick? And I got angry yesterday when I got word of her passing, because I was one of the people that told her, forget what people think. You know, you got other things to worry about. You know what you're doing it for, and you know why you're doing it. And I remember her saying, T, why do you think people don't believe you? What do you got to do? What can you do? And I told her, I said, it ain't nothing you can do. I said, ain't nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you can do is continue to be you, because you can give them all the receipts, and you can show them everything, and then they still ain't gonna believe you. And it's sad that it took this to happen. Um, it's sad that it took this to happen. I think it might be on her page, y'all. I think it might be on her page. Um, it took for this to happen for people to now, and of course, people have the right to, they say, damn, but I say, if possible, if you really like a person, or if you really messed with a person, and it was really petty, make amends. Make amends with them, because that way you don't have to regret it later. You get what I'm saying? If you can now, like, decide, you know what, this ain't even that serious, this ain't even that deep, this might be a misunderstanding, and I just might be able to have a conversation. Do that, because you don't ever want to wait until it's too late to be able to say what you could have said while that person was here. You just never know when the time will come, and that's why I have such a forgiving spirit about me. And people may not agree with it, but it helps me sleep better at night. So, what up, be strong.
Hey, y'all. Hey, good afternoon. Greetings, salutations. Happy Sunday, wherever you are. If nobody told you they love you today, we do. That comes from the heart. So I'm reminded, a couple things. By the way, greetings to you. Thanks for letting me come up too, to you. I'm reminded today of the last couple of years, watching both Yvada and Gen X on this app, and getting to know them, having relationships with them, interacting with them, agreeing with them, disagreeing with them, and all of that. It takes me back to a conversation I had with Tyme one time. This is crazy, man. It's like a lot of stuff I can take back to stuff that happened between me and T. I had an incident one time where I was faced with. I'm trying to think of. I was on your live, and on your live, woman after woman after woman after woman kept coming up, discussing personal matters about their SA, and about how men do this and men do that, and this, that, and the other. And it wasn't a bash session. It was just this is how we felt. This is basically what happened, and this is what led up to it. This is what happened in the aftermath, and then they talk about since then, so on and so forth. And it was only me and maybe one or two other guys who were in the box, and the question arose. One of the guys was like, "Well, you know what? I think I'm going to drop down because this really don't have nothing to do with me, kind of thing, right?" And Tea Time said, I don't know if you made an excerpt of it or if you made a challenge of it or if you just spoke this truth. But what I walked away from that conversation remembering very, very strongly is that, you know what? You don't have to like the conversation. It may not have anything to do with you, but we're all here. We're all here and we're all hearing it and we're listening. Two different things, y'all. Not only are you just hearing somebody run off the mouth, but you're listening to what the hell they're saying. And it may move you a certain kind of way. It may make you think this or think that, make you want to respond, make you want to say, I don't know, shut up or enough of that. Don't nobody want to hear. Whatever your emotion, whatever your response is to it, you're gonna have a response to it. And what I walked away with was Tea Time said what she said about no, you don't have to go anywhere. You guys really should be here. I know this is a woman's topic and women are talking about their experience with men, so on and so forth. And she said that, and she said, and I don't know if she said it or if I said it, but one of us said, basically, men, y'all need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And it was at that moment I realized just how true those words are.
And I
When you're dealing
remember
with
that
someone,
day, it was you, it was Evans, and it was Lower. It was you, Evans, and Lower Nine. And Evans wanted to get down. I
right?
think Evans might have been one of them that wanted to get down. And y'all stayed. And a lot of women started to share their experiences. And I remember women came up and cried and thanked y'all just for staying because they had never had a man really listen because it makes them uncomfortable hearing certain things. And y'all staying made more of an impact on the women than you guys leaving because you're uncomfortable or because or kind of arguing back and forth with the women. Like, that ain't no excuse. Actually just being there. And I know it was really hard. Y'all, it was really uncomfortable for
It
y'all.
was deep because
And
it was
y'all
deep. They were
stayed.
saying some
Yeah.
very personal stuff.
I remember that live. Yeah. That was a great
So
live. That
it
was a
was
great live.
impactful, very impactful. I
Yeah.
mean, and listen. This stuff comes off my memory because in times like these, when we're all kind of like shuffling to kind of take in what's going on around us. Listen, to the people who say this is just an app, yeah, it is just an app, but we're people on this app and we interact with each other. Call it parasocial, call it emotional, call it bonding, call it whatever, brotherly, sisterly, call it family, call it whatever you want. We're impacting with people in their real lives. And so I'm drawn to just share with you all that even though things are uncomfortable, keep in mind you deal with stuff in your personal life that's uncomfortable, and you know what? It's not the end of the world. And if you believe in being able to correct things and life bring changes, two things you got to get used to. And to the point you were talking about earlier with the whole Bella situation, being comfortable being uncomfortable is not an easy thing to do. Just keep it in mind. Somebody told you one time, when you're uncomfortable, get used to it because you got to get comfortable and uncomfortable. As far as Bella's concerned, when you're dealing with anything, two things in life that's always true is change and I forget the other thing. But there's always going to be change in life. And with
Yeah,
the
I
change
want
that come along, with the change that come along with life, you may not always agree with it, but damn it, hang in there, stick in there, go through it, because you cannot have growth, you cannot have improvement, you cannot have maximization of whatever it is your greatest potentials are unless you go through these changes.
Right.
Um,
Let me say this before it goes past. $2 said everybody has the same speech but still goes back to the same BS afterwards. Let me explain something to y'all how change works. It doesn't change when something happens, right? And I think this is what we don't get as human beings, right? It doesn't change or somebody passes away and now I got this epiphany, I'm going to be a changed person. It doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that, which is why I say it's important before you lose someone to start making the change prior. You don't make it's not easy to transition into something when something happens out the blue. It does not work like that. That's why you get temporary changes. That's why family members get to fighting and all of this stuff go back. It's like they love each other this week and then they go right back to their corners 2 months later. It's because anything that you want to be able to see effective, you have to practice it on a regular basis, and it doesn't just change because there's been a drastic shift. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you still have to create the pattern for it. What happened yesterday was a prime example. Instead of people saying, let's have a day off or let's have a moment of silence, there was complete chaos. There was complete, utter, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. And I know when Vada passed away, we didn't act like that. We did not act like that. You know what I'm saying? And it actually started a change in us when she passed away. You know what I'm saying? We made a lot of amends and we haven't had no beef ever since because that's what she wanted, right? And y'all was like, "Oh, this is fake. This is that." No, it's not that deep. For to lose another person over this petty bullshit, that's where we shifted it. You know what I'm saying? At times, a lot of it's petty, and you have to determine what's petty and what's worth it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I lose my life today, don't come on here saying you fucked with me when you didn't fuck with me, and I mean that. I mean that. Don't come on here saying you fucked with me or you sorry when I'm gone. It's bullshit.
Facts.
No, you didn't. Oh, shoot, I thought you left him with an Nana room. My bad, I didn't know he was still in here. Like, he said, ooh. Like, I got a list. My people don't even let them in my funeral. And I'm dead serious. Don't play with me. Don't play with my family. Don't put no post up about me. Don't put no video up about me. Cause I ain't rock with you. At this point, you ain't doing it for me. You doing it for yourself. And you doing it for the attention and the clout for you. Because this ain't got nothing to do with me. Cause you ain't do it while I was here.
Hey, look. Well, just like everything else, we can't control what people. You know what? You're right. I've talked to you and said this to you before, and it bears repeating. Um, a lot of people want to be close to you, whether it's getting in your box, whether it's drawing your attention in the comments, whether it's talking to you when they see you in other places on TikTok. They want the annexation, they want the closeness, the proximity. They want to be around you because of the energy that you project. They want to be, and I talked to you about this last week. People want to be around you for different reasons. They come around you for different reasons. Some people get, good stuff from you. And it is what it is. You cannot control what it is about you that people come around you for, but that's what they come for. And I'm saying that to say this, and I'll pause. It's a vibe. And I say this, anytime I see that where there's discord, people not getting along, people disagreeing, people misunderstanding stuff, people getting into conflict and complications, the one question that always comes to my mind is, and I wish I could get in people's face and ask them this, where is your peace? And even if you don't know where it is, I challenge you to ask yourself, where is your peace? Because if you're here and your peace is over there, then the question becomes, how do you get to it? How do you adjoin it? How do you bring yourself back in alignment with peace? Because when you have these episodes where people are exploding and going off online, they're not in peace. And so, whatever it takes for you to get back in peace, I challenge you to do that sooner rather than later. Because being out of the ordinary, because you can't find peace or don't have peace, is a bad place to be, and you shouldn't stay there long. I said this too before. people fall out with each other, and it's hard for them to hold on to that anger because a week or two, a month or two later, they done come right back in the spaces they done where they blocked you, and they done unblocked you and came right back and right up in your face, either act like nothing ever happened or looking for some kind of way to um, correct things and make things right. So, we have to find a tolerance for that and allow there to be, you know what, I was wrong yesterday. How do I fix it today? How do I make things correct today? Some people call it standing on business because they stubborn and stiff necked and don't want to change, don't want to adjust themselves, don't want to see any wrong in what they do, only want to.
I agree. I agree. And we all gonna have our moments. We gonna have our times. Like life comes with ups and downs, and all of this stuff. So everybody ain't perfect. The drama's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Stop. No more. Look at this. Why? Why?
Do this.
Um, like drama doesn't is things recycle, right? So what happens is, a person may pass away, life still goes on, right? Life still goes on. It just does. When a person passes away, you're clearly mistaken. That's not how life works. It's going to keep moving even when you're not. So I say do things like what Jen did and what Vada did, and own your shit, make amends where you need to see fits because you never know. So you can be at peace. You know what I'm saying? Or make amends. If it's somebody, look, I'm not making no amends with somebody. Person passing away ain't gonna make me make amends with you. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck. I mean, if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. A person passing away ain't gonna change that. I'm not gonna have no sudden boost of I just want no. You know what I'm saying? But if I really feel like this is dumb, I'm picking up the phone because we have something deeper than this pettiness. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's different. There's levels to this. But you have to decide what it is to you. You know what I'm
And mean
saying?
it. Mean
Yeah.
it.
Right, right. So,
There's nothing worse than seeing a person in decline. The stuff is burning down around, bridges burning all around them. They can't go here, can't go there because they done burned bridges. And then they just keep going down the path of self-destruction, and nobody wants to deal with them. It's a terrible thing to watch. But when people really do have the mind and the heart to want to change, the mind and the heart to want to make things right, the mind and the heart to want to adjust themselves and be better and do better and treat people better and not cause hell and have hell and damnation with everybody they come in contact with, that's something we should embrace as a community because we're all very different people. I'm not T. T is not me. Shit, we don't even agree on everything, and I'm cool with that. I don't have to agree with everything that you do and everything that you say. But where it all matters is um, when we're dealing with stuff. If I call you a friend, if I consider you a friend, I'm gonna be there to work things out, no matter what the disagreement is. I'm gonna be there to work things out because at the end of the day, the friendship means more to me than the disagreement. And I think we as people need to see each other as bigger than the situation. If we respect each other as being bigger than the situation, there should be again tolerance for us to be able to make a change and get things back on track.
and like that's the thing with real friendships. Like y'all seen things happen between myself and my friends on the app, right? Those are my own app friends, right? I'm not dragging that. You don't see me every chance I get, I throw their name in anything. I'm not dragging them. I refuse. And that's how you know there was something authentic and genuine there. You don't spend your live stream dragging your people that you ever once called a friend. Because if I once considered you a friend, that means I chose you. That means I cared for you. I had some type of love for you. You know what I'm saying? So for me to drag you every single day, or now we going off on each other and it's mad day and we doing this, that's not a friendship. That's to me, that's people that link together on misery and wasn't really authentic. Because I'd be damned if
Right.
me and my friends finna be going back and forth on this motherfucking app. We're not doing it. I'm not doing it. not doing it. We gonna have okay. We had a disagreement. If it publicly happen, we gonna deal with it there. But it's not going. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue to let this shit. You're not gonna. We're not talking about it no more.
Right. Right. See, and the thing is, you can't come on this app and tell people you robbed a bank and then expect nobody to have an opinion about it, tell you this, that, or the other, how they feel about it, what they think about it, whatever the case. Some people gonna love you for it and say, "Oh, you got away with it, damn." Some people gonna be like, "Wow, why would you rob a bank? That's crazy." Whatever the case may be, you're gonna have people agree with you and people disagree with you. Dealing with how people respond to it, and everybody's not gonna be your friend about it. Now, that don't mean they don't like you. That don't mean they don't care for you. That don't mean they don't want to move forward in agreement and dealing with you. But you can't just bring stuff to the app and then think everybody's supposed to just feel the way you do
Right.
about it, regardless of what it is.
Right. That's true. Yep. You're gonna have
And
you're
I
gonna
think that's
have
how people get
disagreements.
caught
You're
up.
gonna have.
People get caught up thinking
Yep.
that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, we come from different backgrounds. Everybody has different backgrounds, different experience, different exposures in life, and those are the things that make and shape us to be who we are. But you can't take the way
Amen.
you were made and shaped and force other people to just get in line with it like that's the way it's supposed to be. Because everybody didn't have that negative. Like you were talking earlier about how Gen X talked about her situation where she had um, been through the trauma of being pew-pewed several times.
Yeah.
If you've ever heard Gen X tell that story, it's very, very heart-wrenching. You
Yep.
can't just separate yourself from it and act like it's something that
Yeah.
that 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 she hadn't still lived through for the rest of her life, kind of thing. It was very impactful. Some people thought it was something that was being done or spoken of for clout or just to try to make her seem like a tough person. You know what? If
Yeah.
something like that don't make you tough, something might be wrong with you. Because
Right.
I know
Right.
one
And that's what
thing.
I'm saying. Like you forever. That's why what I told her, and this goes for anybody today. And I was talking to
That's
my mom
cool.
about it yesterday because my mom was listening in on all the people, like arguing. And I'm like, Mom, yes, somebody just passed away. And my mom was like, and they doing all that. And I'm like, yep.
Thanks, Tim.
But anyway, I explained my mom what happened. I explained to her the dynamics of it. And I said, when everything went down, I had two choices, believe it or not. But regardless of whatever choice I made, it had no effect on me, right? If it wasn't true, right, that's still on her. She has to log out this app and look at herself in the mirror knowing that she's still dealing with something deeper than that to make up something like that. And if it is true, I send my condolences. So regardless of anything, I was not going to spend my time questioning that because it wasn't my place to. You get what I'm saying? And it was not my place to. Like you don't gotta prove shit to me that doesn't have an effect on it doesn't have an effect on me either way. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't going to make or break me by if you were honest or not. So a lot of times we fight these battles. You got a really loud background, Bistro. That's why I muted you. We fight these battles that are not even ours to fight, and you spend so much time fighting, you forget what you're fighting for. And all that time you spent fighting, you could have been loving on each other, hugging on each other, like all kind of stuff. What you fighting for? Go ahead, be strong. Hey, y'all.
A little bit, and that is people act like there's different packs and different armies and different forces on TikTok. Like there's this group and there's that group and there's these people and those people, and they are just opposed and against each other. Let me tell you what. The same people that sit up here in this live, when T goes off, you'll see 1,000 people in the next live, and it'll be the same people, whether they agree with everything that goes on over here, agree with everything that goes on. Well, you don't have your own army of people, and this whole situation where people want you to be one way or the other about stuff. Sometimes you can just be like, you know what? It doesn't impact me. It doesn't affect me. I'm not bothered by it one way or the other. And I'm not going to sit up here and pick a side, so to speak, and choose like I'm going to hate somebody because somebody else has a different opinion about them. Listen, it's okay to be unbiased. It's okay to not have an opinion where situations don't necessarily affect you and you don't have to be involved. It's okay to not be okay with situations too. So take what other people are dealing with, learn from it, let it be something that you can be, keep your, even if you have an opinion, it's okay to keep your damn opinion to yourself.
I'm so glad you brought
It
that up
really is.
because before I leave, I got one more thing to clear up too. So yesterday in a live, um, my name was brought up multiple times before all of this happened with the Hulk, AP, and Shatonia situation, right? And I was lied on. I was lied on, and um, I didn't appreciate it, right? Um, it was said, like from both people that I warned both of them about each other. Shatonia did message me and apologize for lying, but I'm gonna clear it up publicly because she did. I didn't believe she said it. Like when it was said that Shatonia and AP said that, I didn't believe that it was actually said. I thought that the person that was saying they said it was lying, and I was like, no, they didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I ain't warned nobody about nobody. You understand? So I wouldn't think that they would lie, like, and both of them say the same shit. No way, Jose. However, I got the message yesterday from Shatonia apologizing for lying on me. And like I told her, and I'm gonna tell y'all, stop throwing me in the midst of y'all shit to cover up whatever y'all got going on. Like it's not cool. And just because you know what I'm saying? She lied on me because AP said it first. And she said she got tired of her saying shit about her, so she just said it to combat what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? But it still doesn't make it acceptable because then you're messing with my reputation. One thing that I pride myself on when it comes to people relationships and people's outside of this app, I stay out of it. I honestly do. I don't insert myself into nobody relationship shit because I don't want to be a part. That shit is tough. Breaking up with somebody and that shit. The only time I knew about Hulk and AP was when I thought they were broken up. By that time, when he interrupted her live. Otherwise, I had no idea they were dating. Me and Hulk never talked about it. We never discussed them. We never discussed anything. I didn't find out until AP called me while I was on live and told me that they were dating and what he did on the live stream. At that point, I thought they had broke up. So we never talked about it again after that. So for me to say, hey, let me warn you about Shatonia, that wouldn't have been a conversation we would have had because I didn't even know they were dating. So that wouldn't have been a conversation. Now maybe when they were arguing, I may have said like she really in love with him, like don't start trauma bonding with her. I did say that. This is after they broke up because one thing women do is they not trauma bonded but bonded through trauma. They start to then build a relationship based off the fact they both fucked the same nigga and now y'all think y'all besties over this dude and it don't work like that. It's really just two people keeping tabs on who dealing with the person longer or who's still in contact with the person. So maybe that's something I may have said. You might not want to do that. You get what I'm saying? But to warn her about her with Hulk, never. But to warn her about, yeah, don't start getting close with this girl over y'all having the same heartache. That's not going to really work out for you. So I do recall saying that to her because that would be not too smart. But this was around the time when court happened and she was saying that they had talked on the phone or some shit like that. And I was like, be weary with that. Don't start doing that because, she might still have friend feelings for him and y'all, it's going to come up to y'all keeping tabs on each other more than y'all really have an authentic relationship. So that's more so what I may have said versus a don't talk to her about she's a problem or whatever. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying? So for them to throw me in that it's really fucked up because I don't bring up they shit. Like I don't talk about them, their relationship. I would respect that people don't lie on me or don't use me out of context. Like, you know what I'm saying? They both if I wasn't there when it was said, one thing, if AP said it in the right, if AP said it the way it happened, then AP is not lying. But if AP is saying that while her and Hope was dating, I warned her about Shatonia. I wasn't there when it happened. I didn't hear her say it. I didn't hear Shatonia say it, and I didn't think neither one of them said it. I basically said when it was brought to me, I said, "Nah, that person lying. They didn't say that. I don't think they would say such a thing." So I honestly didn't think it was said until Shatonia messaged me and apologized for lying. So I didn't think, well, if it's on the 411 or not. At the end of the day, at the time, I didn't see it. So again, when it was brought to me, Bistro, you got a loud background. I didn't believe it. Okay, so if she said it the way I explained, then AP is not lying. You know, I advised her not to build a relationship with her on the basis in which they were possibly building a relationship on. But as far as advising her with Hulk and all that, no, I didn't do none of that. And I wouldn't have done that. So I didn't know until yesterday that that it was said when she apologized for lying on me. So right, and that's what I'm saying. Don't use it to take a shot. Don't use it in a way as if I was doing it in a malicious way or anything like that. Say it in the context in which it was used. So I don't like that shit. It was solid of her for owning it, but it still happened publicly, and it still makes me look bad for the people that heard it and ain't gonna be in this live to hear me address it. So regardless of her owning it off on the back end, it still happened on the front end with I don't know how many people in the room of this being said, which makes me look like on the back end that I'm messy, and I'm not. On the back end, I don't get in that shit. I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me look like something that I'm not. And that's not cool for me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how I roll. I don't roll like that. So I'm addressing it now. You know, just in case anybody had any questions about it. AP is gonna lose it tonight. She loves when her name get mentioned. Her name didn't get mentioned in a negative light. Like I said, it's not about her. It was about me being lied on. So AP is not gonna lose anything because nothing negative was said about her. So I doubt that that's gonna be a issue. Go ahead, y'all. I'm done. What's up, sassy mom? She ain't gonna go live about this. It's not even that deep. It's not that deep. And if she did, then she does. It doesn't really matter to me. But I don't think it's that deep. Thank you, Tina. I just don't want nobody lying on me. Because I don't play with people relationships. I ain't one of them on the back end. Girl, don't be talking to him and then be saying, ooh, don't be talking to her. I don't play with that shit.
Yeah. So in this season where recapping has become the new phenom, everybody wants to get on here and recap stuff, recap stuff, recap stuff. And listen, there's a place for it. I can appreciate it. It's good to jump in and see what's going on and find out from some of the recap sources and such. I'm all for it. You know, salute. I'm with you. Bring me the damn recap. You know, some people who can't deal with the situation when they see it happen and unfold in 4K right before them, you know, they get to come back and maybe rethink what it is they thought the first time they heard it. I don't know. But I still want, and this is where I'm a little bifocal, if you will. I wish we would still, at some point, get to normalize on this app people minding their damn business. There's a place for that too.
It ain't gonna happen. Right now, we talking about somebody's business.
She said it ain't gonna happen. I mean, so many things come to mind. I mean, listen, it's good, but see, again, back to my original point. It's okay to have a fallout with somebody, disagree with them, and if you're able to communicate and have a form of communication with them and can say, "Hey, T, I was wrong, I messed up." You know what? It's okay to be in a position where you realize that you made a mistake and have the decency about yourself to try to
Hold
correct
on.
the situation.
Hold on, let me check this fake page real quick to keep coming up here. Fine wine. She said recent events have exposed content creators and who they really are, and it's made y'all go tuck behind the troll page. You see how that work? It really don't change shit. Recent events have exposed content creators for who they really are, and it has made you guys tuck your tail and hide behind troll pages to still come be around them content creators. So it really doesn't change anything. You just don't come from your page. So you still a supporter, you still comment on they shit, you still come and do all the shit, but you just come from a fake page. So at the end of the day, if people have exposed themselves, then you expose yourself for who you really are by if you're gonna continue to support it or if you're gonna move the fuck around. And a lot of the times, you still here thinking that you watching a train wreck, but you really the train wreck hiding from a fake ass page. The train wreck is really you. The person that has to create a fake is really the train wreck. It's you. The fact that I gotta make a fake ass page with another name to come watch some shit happen and still troll. Like, bitch, just sit back and watch it happen. Or shut the fuck up. My meltdown? You ain't see me meltdown. What meltdown? You see me meltdown? When? When did you see me melt down? I'll wait. You see me be accountable. You see me accept disappointment, but melt down now. You don't get that from me. You don't get that from me. But one thing you ain't seen me have to do is go hide behind a page and fight you. Oh, you think she broke me down? Oh, well, you definitely delusional. If you think that another person on this app broke me down, bitch, you gonna be waiting forever for a train wreck. A
Something
motherfucker on
else.
this app don't have the ability to break me down, baby. Try again. Go ahead,
Something
T.
else. Something else that bears repeating too. Last week, you shared with us while you was ripping and running around and doing this and doing that or whatever. You shared with us that stuff is going on with your personal life, and you said, you know what, you don't like to mix the two. So when stuff's going on, you need to focus your attention on and take care of in your personal life. You unplug and you step away and you handle your business. Even though you have days you're supposed to come on and do this, the days you're supposed to come on and do that, you know what? When real life situation is drawing your attention and demanding that you pay some attention to it, it's okay to step back and do. And you shared that. Let me tell you what. There's a lot of people right now need to unplug from this.
Yeah,
Unplug and go handle their
yeah.
own personal business. Life is more
I can't.
important
I can't. I
than
can't do
than
both.
right.
I
Life is
can't.
more important in your personal life than it is to sit up here and be what I hear people tongue hustling and arguing back and forth for. What do you call it? What do you call it, T, when people are swinging and stuff?
Lip box and windmilling.
Windmilling. People are wind. You all up on
Like that
TikTok
troll doing in the
windmilling.
comments.
You all windmilling
Windmilling.
on TikTok, and your life is falling apart all around you in real life.
Yep. And that's why I
Unplug.
say,
Don't
and
be
that's
here.
really important. I got a call this morning from one of my TikTok brothers, and he was like, "You good?" I'm like, "I'm good." He's like, "I ain't seen you." I'm like, "I've been on, but haven't been on like I usually am. I got some stuff that I'm dealing with outside the app." You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "I was hoping you ain't letting this app break you down." I said, "I would never." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nobody on this platform that will ever get the opportunity to break me down. You get what I'm saying? To be honest, right before this shit happened in my real life, we had just hit a milli. We had just celebrated. We had just did a really big live, and that's the part that people miss. That whole week we was chilling. There was something that happened in my real life where I removed myself and dealt with that. But people then associated that with what happened on the app, not even realizing, fuck this app. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, y'all won't, but this is the problem. They want something so bad that they will delusionally see it because they can't find it. You ever seen something like a person, they really hungry to the point they start tasting food? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you motherfuckers want to see me crumble so bad, right? That you will even create a scenario of me breaking. The bitch just said I cried. She literally just said you were crying. When you see me shed a motherfucking tear on this app? Not a once. So the fact that you seen tears show me the delusion in you. It shows me the delusion in you.
Yeah. Maintain your peace. Control your
Hello,
peace.
T. How you doing?
What's up, Key?
The
Queen.
thing is, I don't know why people say what they say about you. I've been following you since you were following the men. One thing about you, you have never changed. You have always been the same. You speak on it, you say what you're going to say. If you're not going to speak on it no more, you're done. Not
Mm-hmm.
many people are like that. You stand 10 toes down no matter what. And I'm going to
Always.
continue to watch you,
Thank you.
and I'm out.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. The girl said you said you was crying. Yeah, but not about this app. I never said I cried about this app. Never. Not once said I cried about anything that happened on this app. Roll the footage back. You won't get that from me. You won't. It's okay, Journey. You be all right. Yeah, it's two fine wines in here. She done stole the other fine wine name. Yeah, fine wine. She done stole your name. Imitator. She an imitator. And y'all do realize, let me help y'all out with something. Let's just say this app did break me. Y'all do realize me taking a break would not be smart when doing exactly what you want me to do, cry and all that shit. You know that make people support you more, right? Let's keep it 100. You do know that had I really cried on this app and all that shit, it wouldn't break me. It would make my platform grow. It actually doesn't take away. It actually grows the platform when you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think y'all get that. The app can't break you. Like, when you have shit that go on, people then want to see you come out of it. So they support you even harder. So me taking a break due to the app would not be wise. It wouldn't be wise. It would be to stand in it and to continue, because then you get it builds. So the app could never make me take a break. I would have to stand in it. And that shows the transparency, that shows humanity, that shows all of those things, and people support you even harder. Just a little game for y'all. Don't get it twisted. Thank you, Brown Eyes. Oh yeah, I'ma always be me, baby.
What up, Corey? Corey down there tripping. He said you was on live crying because he chose somebody else.
I guess. I guess.
That's something to
I
cry
guess.
about.
While Ty doesn't mind you, you happen to be a distraction. You getting off of that. Nah, fine wine been bothering me for the last week or so. Weird. She's a weirdo. A lot of people have said, they feel hurt and they feel wronged by a person they don't know nothing about. The person they ain't never met in real life can make them feel that strong.
I would love to see some of these people who have so much to say in the comments go live sometime,
They
so
wouldn't.
so we can really hear and see what their opinions and what their attitudes are, what their likes and dislikes are, and what they really stand on in real life. But it seems like everybody's judgmental. Everybody wants to sit around and be the corrective action for everybody else. They want to call everybody else out. Where you at? What you standing on? Who are you?
Nothing.
Who are you?
Trolls.
Cam up. Come up and cam
They
up.
would never. They would never. They cowards.
How you doing, love?
What's going on?
Man, not much. I just was checking in, man. I always like when I come on live. I always check to see what you doing when you live, cause since I started like using this app, you always been on here like some motivational stuff. Like even when the haters come, you still always find a way to come out looking like the champ on top. Like you don't. I've done watch the trolls come for you, and you come for them for real. Like bitch, don't come for my head. And I fuck with it, cause I really didn't know how this app works. Come on, fuck it, hater. You done went through all that and still find why you doing it. Fuck what they talking about.
Yeah,
Hear me?
look. I listen. This app. I've been on this app for almost 3 years.
That's
Try dealing with
crazy.
real life. The app can't match real life, and I think that's the
Right.
difference between me and other people. Like a lot of people, they take their real life and they project it onto the app. I
Mm-hmm.
deal with the app and then deal with my real life separately. I don't deal with them both the same. And that makes me, when I'm dealing with them, I'm dealing with them from this app, not from what I got going on in my real life. You know what I'm saying? Because if I dealt with them the way, if I got shit going on in my real life, I would too then be pushing and projecting negative things onto them that isn't genuine or even trauma bonded or bonded through trauma or whatever. So my thing is, if I'm dealing with real life shit, deal with my real life shit and then come and deal with the app. A lot of people don't have the ability to do that. So they just come on here and they push their real life shit and they blend them together.
Yeah, like you're one of the few shows. Like even like say if you got stuff going on, like you won't let it get out of hand. Even if it's a bunch of mess. Like a lot of shows, like it's like they almost encourage for the out of hand. They want it to get
Oh, it get
just
bad over here. Don't get it twisted.
yeah. I didn't realize like I'd have been on some and people just try to start eating me out. I'm like, listen, fam, I'm secure in who I am, man. Ain't nobody about to have me on here acting outside my body or cuss someone. Once I figured out this was a big game really for everybody and everybody just playing and trying to, man, it's a rat race, man. It's sad really how human beings be acting over a little bit of so called celebrity,
Yeah,
whatever it is
I
supposed to
let
be on here.
it get dirty over here too though. My platform ain't that much different. It get messy. It get messy over here. Like I ain't gonna let you think that it's about to say like it get real bad and ugly over here. Don't get it twisted. It get ugly. I think the last you came around, like you came over here around the time where I was dealing with shit off the app. So you haven't gotten to see that yet because I've been chill. But don't judge too quick.
I mean, as long as
It
you ain't
get
changing
bad.
your character though, I really,
I'm the same. I
right,
gotta go.
exactly. My bad, my bad.
But yeah, I don't want you to think. I don't want you to think it don't get messy over here because it do.
I just was popping in saying
Hey,
what's up
Queen.
anyway. I hadn't popped up to say hey to you in a minute
I appreciate you stopping by.
anyway.
I'm getting ready. I'm waiting on it to cool down in these streets so I can go outside.
For sure. It started raining on me. I don't even know what I'm about to do now. This made me change up my whole what I was about to do.
Oh yeah, it ain't raining.
Yeah, it's pouring. What?
Um,
Yeah,
hold
I'll
on.
check back in. I'm gonna watch you. I gotta
Okay,
slide up there. I gotta hit the road real quick. I'll get back to the I'm in Tennessee right now.
okay, thank you.
For sure. God bless you though, girl. Keep
You
going.
you too. Fine Wine said it's gonna be funny when TikTok is banned. The unemployed people gonna be hurting. The unemployed people are already hurting. Um, I think the troll people that ain't got nowhere to project their anger gonna be the ones hurting. As long as you got a career, you be all right. TikTok get banned. One thing about people that's chosen, there's always gonna be a door opening when one closed. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be one door open when one closed. The unemployed people are already struggling, baby. The employed people are struggling. Yeah. People that work 9 to 5 are struggling. Yeah. But what really is gonna start happening is people gonna be really people. You gonna see more. You gonna see more trauma because they ain't got nowhere to go. They ain't got nothing to listen to. They ain't got no motivation. They ain't got nothing to get them through their day. So what really gonna happen is how you gonna survive. Troll fine wine. Yeah, I actually am. Go to my Facebook, my IG. Let me put it like this, fine wine. I'm popping in real life. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Whatever I put my mind to, I succeed. I'm popping in real life. I made a name for myself in my real life, not just on the app. Whatever I put my hands on is going to flourish. If I work at a job, they gonna all know me. If I'm in the streets as an author, they gonna all know me. If I'm on this app, they gonna all know me. But who are you? It don't matter what I got. Still popping. What's your point? You ain't. I don't need an app to keep me popping. This app can go away right now and I'm still gonna be relevant. Are you? Before I came on this app, when I walk in the clubs, they say my name over the DJ booth. When I walk in the building, my name is announced just by entering the building. You ain't gotta believe it. It's videos all over. All you gotta do is go on my Facebook. It don't matter. I said wherever I go. If I don't frequent it, of course they don't know me now, will they? But to be honest, let's go there. So somebody said where I live. Actually, I'm getting more known. They stopping me at airports. They noticed me in clubs out here. Actually in Dallas, they knew who I was when I went to visit Dallas. They know who I am in Texas. Went to a family event. They didn't even know I was family members with them. They watch me. So what's your point? What else? Yes, yep, sure do. Hood too. And low income. All of them know. Everything I got. No. Let me help y'all out with something while y'all think y'all be doing something. If a bitch got Section 8, hood, or low income, you still got to file taxes. I keep trying to tell y'all this. I don't know what y'all think y'all doing or proving. If you got any type of subsidy or not, TikTok, you still have to file taxes. You still have to file taxes. You know that, right? If I have any subsidy, they request them documents. They request that. Get arrested? No, I ain't been to jail. I ain't been to jail. So just know what y'all just know the law or know what you're talking about. Cause I'll be fucking up some more shit if I don't file these taxes over here. And yeah, you still pay rent. Like I don't think they understand those things, the dynamics. So stop assuming things.
All right, T Love, I got to
Yeah.
unload this truck. Get ready for my night party time. Hey, listen, to each one, teach one, share something good with somebody sometime, please. Again, if nobody told you they love you today, we do. Please don't make me cry 909 or I'm out of here.
Bye bye. Somebody asking what does it matter? It matters because people are haters. Right? People are haters. It's black people that do it. It's like they always want to try to see you see somebody thriving. Let's just say I was on all of this shit, right? You mad because you see somebody coming up. So now you want to be like, well, go do this, go do that, go, like, let me try to take this from this person. Let me try to get this person. But then if a person homeless, you say, oh my God, a person's homeless. I can't believe that. Like, y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all want to validate somebody. That's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to uplift somebody. What was your question, Drop Queen? Right, Red 24. Serious question. The TikTok send 1099s? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, Drop Queen. Before the end right around the end of the year or January. They do send 1099, yep. And you gotta file that shit. My tax refund was not a lot this year. My tax refund was not a lot this year. Trust me. And that's the thing people don't get. You gotta file this shit. Like, you got to file this shit for real. And if you don't, you're gonna be in trouble. Trouble. Nah, IRS gonna get their money. You talking about TikTok, IRS is gonna get their money. Yep. Oh yeah. I know. Nah, attention ain't popping. Attention block. Why would people get mad to get away? Because they not doing it. Because they're not doing it. That's why. And there's this like, instead of people removing themselves from you, their dislike for you is them to try to see how far they can tear you apart. And when it don't work, they get angry. And that's what they become obsessed with, waiting around seeing one thing go wrong in your life so they can have some form of satisfaction, but it never lasts long because you never stay down. And that's what we have on this app. We have a bunch at you, and then you keep on walking. They be like, "Fuck." That's what happened when you spend your time obsessed on waiting for somebody else to fail. You stay stagnant in your shit. I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I sit around waiting on somebody to fail and miss all my blessings because I'm waiting on somebody else to fall. All while watching them catch their blessings, waiting on them to drop one. Can y'all imagine? Watching somebody catch they blessings and waiting for the moment that one of them fall. You know what I'm saying? Not even realizing that's a shift. Damn, that failed, but God say, I got something bigger. Here, you ain't have no room for that. And then they get more mad because they see you keep leveling up and they looking at the times that they want you to fall, but you never really fall because you always on the rise. Yeah, that's trouble. Yes, yes. That's why they be waiting. That's why they be like, "Oh, I saw a tear." No, you didn't. I saw you frown. Oh, really? That's what they be waiting for. To the point where they would try to sabotage you. They would try to sabotage you. They would start trying to take it off the app and try to find ways to poke into your real life, and don't even realize ain't shit to find. Because I'm aware of people like y'all, so I always gotta stay on my toes. Because I see them call police on Peach, the lady Peach, with the 7 kids, and say she molesting her kids. Hey, laugh. I see them call the police, sending the police to that lady house, saying that she neglecting her kids just so they can get a reaction. I see what people are, how low people are willing to go because you're on a rise. I see it, so I have to make sure I keep my eyes dotted and my T's crossed. Because people gonna forever try to come, and when they see they can't get you on behind the screen, they gonna try to figure out how to get you off the screen because they have to find a way to break you because you're not breaking fast enough. Hey, my lab. But what people don't realize is when you touch what God's protected, all you gonna do is see them. If even if what you do work, God is gonna make sure He puts something else better in place. So all you doing is making way for their blessings to come. That's all you do. Is you make way for their blessings to come. That's it. That's all. You ready? You wanna go swimming? Okay, let me get my swimsuit on. Let me get my swimsuit. My most favorite book I wrote, Cash Only, is my favorite for entertainment. Chasing the High is my favorite if you need self help. That's right. With this guy right here. Come on.
Get ready to go somewhere.
Go swimming.
Going swimming.
With this.
Hey, who you talking to, little boy?
That's
Don't
what
you?
I said. Who you think he's talking to and think
Hey,
he want to
hey,
go
hey,
swimming?
he need a whoop. He need
Oh,
a whoop.
I got him good yesterday.
Yeah, he need a whooping. Yeah, yeah.
But you
He
better give
told
it
us to
up when we
stop.
back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He need a whooping. Yeah,
I got him
yeah.
good
Get
yesterday.
his ass right together.
Didn't
Yeah.
I give him a spanking yesterday? He almost had these people take me to jail,
Hold
running
on.
around the hotel talking
Hold
about,
on.
give
You
me
know,
that
you need
belt. Let me get the belt. See the belt? You want to see the belt?
you need help. Yeah,
Yeah.
he need a whooping. He need a whooping. Yeah, yeah. What you got going on over there, Cheetah?
Getting ready to go get in the pool.
Oh, that's right.
You upstairs.
I bet you ain't getting your hair wet.
Yes, I will.
Black women do not get their hair wet
I
when they
got
come.
it wet the other day
And
and I put my
you
head.
better not splash water around her and
Ask
all this good
him.
stuff.
Ask him. I was on live. I went under the water and everything.
I don't believe it.
Didn't I, y'all?
Black women don't play that shit.
Ask
Black-
them.
Oh, you got braids in your hair. That's because you
Yeah, I
got
got
braids.
braids. I
Oh,
got
okay.
braids.
That ain't no wig or nothing like that.
Yeah, I got braids.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a braid wig. I'm sorry.
Nah, braid. It'd be a little
Yeah,
bit
my
higher.
bad. I thought
It'd be
that was a
down
braid
here.
wig.
The braid
Okay.
wig could be on my forehead, like right
Okay,
there.
yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. So, okay, if you got braids, then you might do it. But on the regular circumstances, if you just got, just your hair, you ain't finna get your damn hair wet.
Yeah, if I had the shortcut still, I wasn't getting under that water.
You ain't getting in that damn water. You tell that shit to somebody else. Yeah, exactly. That little shortcut you just had. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You would have never done that. I ain't
Yeah.
lying. I ain't lying. Well, go on, y'all go have fun swimming and shit like that. And shit like that.
I'll see y'all.
Lose my number. Don't call me no more.
Okay, y'all. Ooh, I'm up there, y'all. Oh, I just feel like I'm bigger. Okay, y'all. I gotta go put my swimsuit on. Come on. You tell everybody bye. Tell them say, oh shoot, this thing. I gotta get me in the ring. Like you ain't giving nobody no buns. You need to sit down somewhere, Chaton. You're always trying to give somebody some buns. Sit down somewhere. I know, right? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Uh oh, somebody finna go live. Okay, y'all, let's do the hand hearts. Can everybody do the hand hearts? I'll do a dance. All right. Now I had a yellow one too, y'all. It got messed up. Don't put that on.
Well, I can't enjoy and see the party.
Oh, okay. You go see it down there in the comments. Here, hold on. Let me go see what my mama doing. I got it from Amazon. Come on. What you do? You did something? Come here. Let me find out. Come on. I think he did something, y'all. Hold on. Come on. Let me go talk to my mama. What you do? Oh, I think he got in trouble. No, it ain't. What happened, Mom?
He kicked down my computer off the table.
For what? On purpose?
Yeah.
Why you do that? So was he kicking the chair or did he purposely kick the computer?
He was doing this. I don't know what he was doing, but he was doing this.
Kicking the chair.
Let's go get some food.
Go
put your shoes on.
I was spinning the chair the back and forth. And
Told y'all he did something.
I didn't put glass on the door.
All right, put your shoes on. I knew it was something. Hello. I knew he did something, y'all.
I didn't.
Okay. All right. Put your shoes on. Where your crop? One. Yeah. Yeah. It ain't fair to make him wait and then expect him to behave. So bye, y'all.